Hey! Good morning, everybody. Hello. Scott, make note. It's Wednesday.
Okay.
Here we are.
Let me
Wednesday in St. Louis, huh?
We spell that H-U-M-P.
What a time to be alive. What a time to be in St. Louis on a Wednesday.
man.
Indeed. Oh, my gosh, yeah.
This is the day. This is the day, Wednesday.
We're almost done with the week. That's cool.
It's always special. No. Let's come in 7 days this week.
No thanks.
Oh, we got stuff
Whatever
to
you
do.
want, boss.
Got stuff to do this weekend. We were just talking about boils and
She's a good
Skin
singer.
tags.
skin tags
and pimples.
Pimples. No, I got this. I burnt myself on my toaster oven
You poor
Impressive.
on Saturday.
It's the shape of the bar and everything. Like
Yeah. So it's not. It doesn't look like it's getting any better, guys.
That's a good one.
thing. Did you put some ointment on it? Some salve?
Yeah, it's like a burning cream.
I didn't salve it.
Do Neosporin. You'll be all
Yeah,
right.
we got that.
Yeah, I should
We got
maybe
that here
rub
in the
some
office.
vitamin E on there.
Yeah.
Couldn't have been that bad if you didn't treat it at all.
I ran it under cold water.
That's not what you're
Wait.
supposed to do.
Has it been kissed yet? I can kiss it real quick.
Oh, Scott, that could help.
Okay.
You're not supposed to do the cold water, I thought, over a burn.
You're supposed to pee on it.
Yeah.
No, you
yes.
are
That's
supposed to cold
jellyfish.
water it.
Oh, you're supposed to throw a jellyfish on it?
Look it up. Can you look it up, please?
Yeah, I'm your secretary.
Yeah. We actually said this to him.
Oh.
We said this to him in the kitchen on Monday when he showed it and was first crying about it, and he looked it up and said, "See, it says you're supposed to put it under cold water. I did the right thing." And then
Yeah,
we
I
left
believe
it
the
at that.
British Medical Journal says.
Did you do it for 5 to 30 minutes, though? It says cool water bath.
Oh, man, I did it for 45 minutes. Too
Do
much.
Not, hey,
Too
do
much.
not use ice water, it says. You
it
can
for
also
30
apply a cold, wet compress.
No, I ran it under cold water.
For 30 seconds.
Sure, until the pain stopped. And it was one of those, I was reaching in the toaster
I've
oven
done it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
to...
you're old enough to even have thought about it beforehand, going, "Oh, make sure I don't."
Yeah.
You're playing Operation with your toast.
Yeah.
Here, put some of this on it. It says you're supposed to put some moisturizing lotion. This is Zavino.
Okay. Well, I was...
You need aloe.
See, what I was doing was...
What happened was?
You see, what had happened was... I was putting a piece of cheese on a roll that was in the back of the
Ooh,
toaster oven.
that's exciting. What kind of cheese?
American cheese.
Oh, yeah, because your wife wasn't
Because my
home.
wife wasn't in town.
That's right.
You had to get rid of the craft singles
Yeah.
before she came back.
Does
Yeah,
she
of
know
course.
that her children have been eating wax cheese all week? Or did you admit?
Yeah, that you've been poisoning them with cheese products.
No, we'll be not telling her.
Daddy's little secret.
Anyway. Yeah, don't tell your mother.
That is the real life operation, though. When you reach into an oven or the toaster oven, which is more likely, and you're trying to just not touch anything, and
I
then
was trying to be Catherine Zeta-Jones in, what was that movie where she dodges the lasers?
but nobody's referenced this is 95.
You know, where she's in like the Catwoman suit and she's
Yeah.
dodging with what's his name? Sean Connery?
Was that the
Yeah.
musical?
No.
Oh, it's something like The Trade or
Yeah. You know, it's she's
Gosh.
dodging the lasers and she comes really close. I did that with my hand.
Oh, wow.
what the heck is that called? It's called, here it is,
Did your weekend cat suit on?
Entrapment.
Entrapment.
Nobody's seen
Entrapment.
that movie.
And I don't know what happened. I got too close to the heating element. And then, well, the first thing you smell is the burning hair.
Which in this case was
Which is
very
yummy.
thick.
Yes. Yeah, I've my hairy hands.
You do have hairy hands, and my kids are
Do I have hairy
always
hands?
see. I didn't think I did, but my kids are always talking about how hairy my hands are.
I do have hairy
You guys take your
You're not that hairy.
your electric razor to your fingers and toes. And Tim does that.
No.
He's hairy.
Oh, my God, I have hairy hands.
I'm excited when I find one.
Oh,
I just realized this.
Harry, not you, Harry.
Yours are hairier than mine.
You're right.
But the kids, I mean, see, I got it right here. You got it right here?
I got it everywhere.
Yeah, I've got a garden on my.
Oh, my God, too much joeing. They were right. They were right. It's not on my palms,
That's
though.
your
Oh, that's
palms.
good.
Not my palms.
That's ridiculous.
Well, how do you, Joe?
Well, yeah.
I do it from the backside. That'll show him.
The walrus.
I do the backside.
It's a different feeling that
Yeah,
way.
that's right,
The
guys.
walrus.
That does seem to be better. Thank you for the moisturizer.
You're
But no,
welcome.
first you smelled the burning hair, and then you go, oh, and there was the flame broiled mark on my hand.
You do look like a burger.
Yeah,
That's a
a good one.
That's a real one, man.
that's a good one.
Did it bubble? Or just straight burn
just
off?
straight burned off.
So your skin is like stuck on the bar.
Yeah.
Blech.
Does it smell like it every time you turn it on?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's better than burnt cheese, I bet, though. You know, because when you get the cheese at the bottom of your oven, you're too lazy, you don't want to clean it, and then for the rest of time, everything you bake,
It'll burn off eventually.
it will burn off eventually.
I don't mind that. I know it smells gross. I even know that it's gross. But I think it's because my brain goes, well, it is cheese. And you like cheese.
Yeah.
Then I'm fine with it.
It just permeates my
Now,
whole
see,
house.
if my wife would have been there, she would have, I don't know, had me do some old Russian home remedy.
Like rub a dirty diaper on
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Do you guys have any old home remedies that your mom or dad
Yeah, I think
passed along?
I think to this day, my mother still tries to get rid of hiccups by drinking water upside down. I remember I did that until
wow.
I moved out, for sure.
You go in the kitchen, she's just standing on her head.
Yeah, like I mean,
With a
you
straw?
would take a glass and you would take a drink and bend over and swallow
Wow.
while you're upside down.
She needs one of those tables. What are they called? The
The inversion table?
inversion table.
Those are the best.
Did it work?
I don't know.
No.
I feel like it did.
I don't know. There's some pretty outrageous folk remedies. Like, I don't know, I'm looking this up here. Urine cures acne. And this is one I've seen firsthand.
What?
Yeah, this was your mother-in-law, right?
This
Oh, yeah,
was
you
my-
patted the diaper.
This is my wife's grandmother at
grandmother.
at a Hanukkah dinner. Took my daughter's pee-pee diaper, rubbed it on her face.
Okay.
Well, first she yelled at you for wasting it.
For wanting to throw it out like a normal human.
Did
Early
she have
American.
acne as an older woman?
No, it's like an eczema. She thought it was
Oh.
for eczema.
No, she doesn't. And you know why?
Why?
Because she's been diaper smearing since.
Yeah, I'm not going to question it. She
Don't
had
say
great
diaper
skin.
smear.
Early American settlers had some pretty strange notions when it came to eradicating acne. One involved the application of urine to the outbreaks. Another called for using the water that collected in old tree stumps to bathe pimpled skin.
My parents did. I mean, Rafe, mentioned the peeing on it thing. When my brother got stung or whatever you call it by jellyfish down in the Gulf, like that was the thing. Throw raw steaks on it and then pee on it when you're in the shower
For what?
for jellyfish stings.
Yeah, I remember my wife got stung by a jellyfish, and we were at a resort, and they told me to pee on her foot. Mm-hmm. And I heard that doesn't even work.
I don't
But
know.
they laughed a lot, I bet.
You know the raw
fell
meat
for it.
thing though, like to throw a steak on it.
I heard the raw meat for like a
Black
bruise or a black eye.
And why is that? Is that something with the amino
I have no
acids or
idea.
something in it, or is it just a cold compress of some sort?
It's because when you get your ass kicked and you're feeling really low, you don't want to put an ice pack on your black eye. You want to put a slab of meat so you feel like a man.
And then you eat it later.
And then you eat it later. Yes, that's the key.
It seems so greasy.
Well,
You know what I mean? Like putting that on your face. I would just how about a frozen bag of peas?
Well, and how doesn't the salmonella, do steaks have salmonella? They have something, right?
No,
Doesn't that
I
give your
mean-
eyeball
I'm not
juice?
sure.
not like chicken.
No, but it's got something that I want to cook off of it.
Right.
Well, I mean,
Mad
you
cow.
could do steak tartare, which is fine.
I've had that before. I'm just saying I'm not putting it on my eye juice.
Did you know that dirty socks cure sore throats? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Smelling them? They smell like popcorn.
My dog never has a sore throat.
From merry
Greg's
old
gonna
England.
throw up.
This is strange sore throat remedies. One which was actually used widely until the 20th century called for wrapping your own dirty socks around your throat.
And just murdering yourself? What? Just take some Dayquil. What's wrong with us?
Another English treatment involved wrapping bacon around your throat before bedtime.
So the bugs can get you. So the wolves can find you.
Tobacco cures earaches. These cures should be labeled weird, wacky, and disgusting. The first gross-sounding trick was to stuff the painful ear with a moist wad of chewing tobacco, or even blow tobacco smoke into the ear.
Gross.
Another mention in several compilations of old home remedies called for putting drops of urine in the affected ear.
I do remember the ear infection as a kid it was the dreaded. I mean, first of all, it was just pure pain. You could never sleep. But in our family, we would put oil in it and then a cotton ball.
Oh, yeah.
And that freaked me out so bad that I didn't want to get an ear infection because I didn't want to have to do the oil thing.
I think
you
we
guys
did
do that?
alcohol, like rubbing alcohol in a cotton ball.
In the ear?
In the ear,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that
And
makes
actually,
me
it felt
nervous.
kind of good. In fact, my dad used to clean his ears out he would dip the Q-tips in alcohol and then whoop, and do his ear cleaning. And I did that as a kid, and it was kind of nice. I don't know if you should, but.
Rafe, did Tina's parents do any weird home remedy stuff while you were around? For example, like my in-laws, if somebody's sick, they used to put onions in your socks.
No.
Like cut up onions in your socks because it's supposed to draw out the toxins.
Yeah,
I've heard that before.
Doesn't that work?
Garlic, too.
Didn't they say that
I've heard
works?
Garlic.
Because it does absorb something? I mean,
I'd have to get a new bed
is
or
it
something.
real?
I couldn't deal with
even when
the
the kids
smell.
were like in their cribs, and if somebody was sick, my mother-in-law would cut up onions and put it around in the crib.
Oh, jeez.
And I remember we did that with the boy once, or she did it. I thought it was silly, but you don't argue.
Oh, it's right here. No evidence that it works.
Of course, no evidence.
Bummer.
You don't argue.
It's never anything like
It's not worth the fight. But
Oranges.
she put up cut onions around the whole crib.
Yes, my mom does that.
still.
Like she did that whenever she uses cut up onions for a lot of things. It's like, all right.
Yeah, soups and stews usually, but
yeah,
not to,
that's the
not to
best. But you'll
cure
see it in her
cold.
bedroom or in some random room in her house, and she has one freshly cut up sitting there.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah, she still does it. Yeah.
She still does. Well, I remember getting up in the morning and going to get the boy out of his crib, and all the onions are gone because he ate them all.
Hey, a TikTok trend, though.
You ate them?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Gross.
Yeah, you're not supposed to eat the onion once it's.
You're supposed to put, I've heard
it's
about
toxic.
putting your feet in a bag full of like garlic and onions and stuff like that. Make a nice bisque.
What? Foot bisque?
A little foot bisque.
Oh,
My morning time.
yeah.
I'm good on that.
Earwax cures cold sores. So to heal a cold sore quickly, just put earwax on it.
Oh, nasty on nasty.
Cold sores aren't nasty.
Yeah, one right on your lip, right on your upper lip,
herpes simplex.
like a little herpes sore,
Looking like Spinal Tap.
and then rub a little earwax on there.
that
yeah.
tastes good.
Best.
Home remedies.
You ever tasted your own earwax before?
Of course I have.
Of course. It's so bitter and disgusting. You've never done that?
Oh
Moon?
yeah, it's bitter.
You forget that you like as a kid, you
yeah, maybe.
chisel out your ear and then you forget and you accidentally put your finger in
Try
your
to
mouth.
bite your fingernail.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it was the poor
maybe.
kid's fun dip. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Ah, God.
Hey, before we move on, do you want to hear some? Now, listen, we all know fun facts. You want to hear some unfun facts?
Of course. It's 6 a.m. Let's
It's
go.
6 a.m., 6:20. Let's go.
All right.
Some unfun facts. The opposite of fun facts. Horrifying things you wish you didn't know. If you ever use a bleach without gloves
All the time.
and it gets kind of slimy, that slime isn't the bleach. It's your skin melting.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put on gloves.
Okay.
More than likely, you've shaken hands with 6 or more men that have not washed their hands after joeing.
Oh, my God.
Congratulations, you guys. I'm not shaking anybody's hands anymore.
It takes 3,000 cows to supply the NFL with enough leather for a year's supply of footballs.
Dang.
You know, mummies, like actual, the wrapped in cloth mummies. Mummies were not that rare until the Victorian British ate so many of them. So England's royal and social elite ate ground up mummies as medicine.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, fecal matter can get through up to 10 layers of toilet paper.
Hope you're folding that many over, you guys.
Your hearing is the last sense you lose when you die.
Interesting.
How do they know that?
No, we
How do they know that?
Science.
Maybe because they
Science, my friend.
what connected to the brain, and so the brain, there's a sensory in your brain that highlights whenever you hear something, and as the person was dying, the vision went, but they could still hear, and there was like a little radiation or something.
Oh,
Okay.
brain waves.
Yep.
What is that? What was that?
Our vibration.
Hearing
That
puts.
sounded very scientific. Neil deGrasse Tyson in there. Everybody.
I'm here, you guys.
There are over 250,000 deaths a year due to medical error. Enjoy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Scientists say that a body submerged in deep water will be skeletonized in less than 4 days.
From the fish?
From everything.
Or just the actual water?
I think everything.
All right.
Fish feeding on you. You being submerged.
Being dead and all.
Yeah, you're dead and everything.
Are you thinking about this because we're going to launch you out of a
Yeah, I
boat?
was.
Okay.
I actually was thinking about that.
That's good, though.
I was like, yeah, I'll be a skeleton in 4 days. That's cool.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Congratulations, buddy.
Thanks.
I'm still stuck on take 2 drops of mummy and call me in the morning.
Did you look it up?
Yeah, and
That doesn't work. Piss on it. Because it seems like they wanted to pee on a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
to be
that
honest.
seems
like people just
cure-all.
wanted to pee all over each other.
Yeah.
it does say that they would in the Victorian era they were like unwrapping a lot of mummies for like public and private events and different things to kind of find out. But yeah, there was a practice, or there is a practice of ground up mummy powder going into different vitamins and bitumen.
The original unboxing video.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did unboxing parties with
Gross.
ancient dead people.
This is Larry. We're going to unbox him today.
There is a 1 in 3 chance police will never identify your killer if you're murdered in the U.S.
Dang it.
Say what? Say it again.
There is a 1 in 3 chance police will never identify your killer if you're murdered in this country.
I have a running list of who it would be at my house. Just check that list.
And the former chief of the FBI's elite serial crime unit said a very conservative estimate is that there are between 25 and 50 active serial killers in the U.S.
I always think about when you're in public or you're going through an airport or something, how many murderers have you walked by? How many criminals that have gone unknown? How many Jack the Rippers have you walked past and didn't even realize it?
There was a serial killer in Austin when I was down there.
How'd you know?
They were telling me they're finding bodies by some lake out there.
I thought you were going to say because our serial killer here in St. Louis was gone.
Yeah. That's the rumor.
He took a flight. That's scary. And then you went out by yourself?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Well, hoping it was all going to end, but
What do you mean?
here I am doing radio.
It's a big city. What are the odds?
I don't know. You posted a story. I keep up with my pals. Like, you posted a story, you're like, the saint of Willie Nelson will watch over me as you're lugging through the downtown streets of Austin at like 3 a.m.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, maybe he's with like a group of comedians.
Austin's a big city. What's the odds?
He was by himself trying to get himself murdered. No.
Turns out that serial killer's not that brave.
Oh.
Didn't want to take on a husky fella. I was
He's
doing
been
all
taking-
kinds of stuff, too. I was dropping like, wow, I feel... I hope nobody murders me.
No.
I feel vulnerable. Wish there was a van I could get into. I kept saying stuff out loud, nothing.
Try to draw him in?
Yeah,
Maybe you be the hero.
maybe.
Take this guy down.
Put me in a hole.
Vans are out though.
Put the lotion on in the basket.
Yeah, we're down with
That's
that.
not fashionable right now.
You guys ever seen the black phone with the Ethan Hawke that came out last year? That's all I think about now. Like, that's where I'm ending up if I like him in his weird mask and his top hat.
What?
But be in his
never saw
basement
it.
with a red phone. Freaks me out, dude.
I thought it was a black phone.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh, I was like, that's the twist.
The red phone was at the desk.
Don't give away the
Yeah.
twist.
It's the big twist of the movie.
They really-
Yeah, it's
It was a
rough.
red
They really
phone the whole
blew
time.
the titling on that.
There are about 40 supervolcanoes around the world capable of claiming up to 1 billion lives. And we're about 24,000 years overdue for an eruption.
Wow. Hey, here's somebody. Paul emailed over and said his great-grandparents used to put a bowl full of water with the glass in it with cotton balls. They would light the cotton balls on fire in the glass, and that would get rid of your headache.
Oh, a little witchcraft. Okay.
I mean, wouldn't they give
And
you
we have
another
to say
headache?
Beetlejuice 3 times.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
now
you're
now
melting plastic or whatever.
Yeah, now I'm inhaling whatever
Oh, good.
else is in the cotton ball.
Oh, back to the supervolcano. You know about the one in Yellowstone, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah,
one
that's a super duper
supervolcano in Yellowstone National Park has a magma chamber that could comfortably fit the entire city of Tokyo in it.
If that like goes off, I think we're still in the zone. Right? Aren't we?
I think we're on the periphery.
We're in the fallout.
That's what I mean. Yeah, we're not melting.
We're not like
suffocating.
we're not in the immediately vaporized zone, which is good. That's
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, but we're going to suffocate.
No, I don't think so. I think we're.
I think I'd rather
that.
vaporize.
We'll see a lot of it'll be covered in dust and stuff, but we're not vaporizing here.
We're going to Pompeii it, man.
No, I think we're going to be all right.
You think
Yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Sorry, Kansas.
I don't have any mosaics on my walls at home, so I'm good.
I think we're going to be cool, guys.
Most of it will kind of
If
blow
that
north.
Super Bowl can all blows, there's a chance we'll survive.
But we're going to lose Wyoming and Montana. What a
That's
shame.
fine.
Maybe.
Tragedy.
Over 80 million bacteria can be exchanged in one kiss. You guys know bot flies?
Oh yes, don't they get in your skin and
Yeah.
burrow? Gross.
What?
Bot flies are a type of insect whose larvae burrow under your skin.
Oh, it grosses me
And
out.
during that time, you could see them move around underneath your flesh.
And then whenever they come out, it's like holes.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, this person says the best way to get rid of hiccups is to eat a spoonful of mustard.
Can't do it.
Nah.
Can't do condiments on a spoon like that.
Ooh, that.
Got a real problem.
I mean, I'll try that.
You know what? Somebody asked this question the other day to me. Is butter a condiment?
No,
Is butter?
it's a necessity.
Is
That's a-
butter a condiment?
No, that's a cooking. That's a cooking.
I think
like
if you
oil.
look up the definition of butter, I think it is described as a condiment.
I think, yeah.
Well, does that answer
It's
the
to
question?
be added to. But I don't know. I never saw it as a condiment.
Oh well, okay.
some
Think
on a
about it.
bagel
Think
today.
about it with peanut butter or almond butter. Okay. Just by definition, it says a pale yellow edible fatty substance made by churning cream and used as a spread or in cooking. I don't know. Gray area, right?
Gray area, guys.
It's a universal thing. It can be a condiment. It can be an additive.
It could be anything.
Wow.
It could be anything it
Good
wants
for
to
butter.
Good for butter.
About 150 people in the U.S. currently have a brain aneurysm that just has not ruptured.
Wow.
That's a fun one.
Yep.
Don't repeat that.
And a brain aneurysm ruptures about once every 18 minutes. Oh, you know why dogs like squeaky toys?
Why?
Because they mimic the screams of their prey.
Yeah. Sounds like a dying rabbit.
Whoa. That's why dogs like squeaky toys.
They're dark as hell.
Yeah, my dog's squeak. Yeah, die. Like you can see it when the dog's playing with the toy and finds that it has a squeaker. There's something that turns it into a wolf.
Yeah, and their heads, the way they turn their heads and stuff and shake it.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying to snap its neck or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, she goes from a player to a hunter. Like when the squeaker goes off.
Yeah. My wife does the same thing. It's really weird.
You swallow 1 to 2 cups of mucus every day. That's over 22 gallons a year.
At least it's your own.
On average, you secrete 26 gallons of sweat into your bed per year.
Yeah, you got it. That's why every 10 years you got to get a new mattress. Or you got to have a cover. You guys have covers?
Yeah,
Good.
I do. I use rubber sheets still,
Do we have covers? What do you mean?
Yeah, like I have a mattress cover.
like a mattress cover.
Mine's a cooling mat.
Huh.
Oh, like a pad, like something on top of the
Yeah, on
mattress?
top of the mattress. And then you put the sheet on top of that.
Gotcha. You know, I got a new. My wife got me a weighted blanket for my birthday. Golly, you guys, that
I want
thing
one.
rules. It's awesome.
And 20% of coffee mugs have traces of fecal matter on them. So there you go. Enjoy.
No big deal.
That's why.
Fecal matter everywhere.
Everywhere is fecal matter.
Yeah. Best part of waking up is doo-doo in your cup.
Uh-huh.
We need to change the name of Earth to doo-doo.
Hey, somebody sent this over on Twitter last night and wanted to make sure that we read this report. Missouri nearly leads nation in failed driver's license tests.
Moon, your thoughts?
Now you know my thoughts. I think it should be tough as nails to get this.
Missouri nearly leads nation in failed driver's license tests. A new report finds that Missouri is one of the toughest states to pass a driver's license test. So USA Today released this report that analyzes driver's license test trends within the U.S., and the report found that this here state, Missouri, second worst state in the nation when it comes to failed driver's license tests.
You know what? That actually makes me feel fine. That makes me feel better.
Yeah, we're tougher here.
I don't know.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know how I'm going to take that.
You're saying that maybe the training is poor, but I think maybe the test is just a little.
Either the training sport or the people are stupid.
Wait, is it a state? It's a state given test, right? So maybe the tests vary slightly differently. Is that?
I don't.
Do we know that? Like as a test,
No, I think it's the same test for each state
is it?
for license because licenses are a federal thing, right?
No, but a state issued license.
State-
It's a state
I
issue.
guess
That's
that's
I've
true.
never asked this
State
question
issued
before.
license. But
Except
I'm sure the questions are pretty much the same.
Here's what I'm saying. I got 2 adult daughters that I've been through this already, and now my teenage daughter is in permit phase. Drive with her for a little bit, Lern. You should drive with her.
Okay.
And this is like the most excellent student.
Well-
Like, I mean, she's on it, and it scares me to death. The whole thing scares me to death.
So if you are walking into a DMV and a person is there to take a driver's license test, most likely they will fail.
Really?
That's how it is here.
Wow.
So 51% of people, that's the failure rate. 51%. So you are more likely to fail the test than actually pass in the state.
I've got a split on
which
it.
is wild.
So at the Soccer 101 podcast thing at 9 Mile Garden, I met a young lady, probably, I don't know, 23, 24. You know what she does? She's a freaking pilot. She works for a commercial airline. And all I thought was, man, this gal's flying planes, and mine can't park at Walgreens. Like, you know, there's a big difference there. How do I get my daughter to be?
Just so you know, I've been in a car with a pilot who's not a great driver.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
Yeah.
I assume one can park at Walgreens if you're flying planes.
So
But it was so impressive. I mean, that was so impressive.
Missouri was one of only 3 states in which people were more likely to fail than pass a driver's license test. So they did about 3 million tests over the last couple of years, and the failure rate is 51.3%.
I think we were talking about this yesterday because you did not take a driver's ed course.
No, and maybe that's a thing. Maybe that's why people are failing, because they offer that in high school anymore, driver's ed?
They did at Limburg in the 90s, and it was great. It was great. Not only do you have the class and you got the little bumper car looking simulators, which were from the 70s. They showed you some pretty gnarly videos, really made it hit home. But they also, you could take the after school course for like bonus points or something like that, where you go around with the instructor. And having somebody that wasn't your parent be the instructor, I think is hugely beneficial for kids.
Because it's not as comforting.
No, like, I mean, you're being graded. You're not being yelled at just for being their son.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, like this yelling or this whatever instruction is different.
All right,
It's better.
Did everybody pass the written test first shot?
First shot.
For some reason, I feel like I didn't, but I don't really remember. I feel like I had to take it twice.
It was shame if you did not pass your written test the first time. It was like, oh my God, can you believe that Moon didn't pass the first time?
Yeah.
What was crazy is that I don't remember it being very many questions.
Yeah, but now, like, so my son's, like, friends are all, you know, they're now the age doing their written tests, and the majority of them fail at least twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because for me, I was just so nervous. I felt like, oh my God. So it was like it was a very important test. And we did have driver's ed in Illinois. It was a part of our semester. So for a semester, you took it.
And didn't you do the mock tests all the time in there?
I think so.
We
Yeah.
did a lot.
And you guys have and Illinois has a better pass rate than Missouri.
But it's because it was automatic. You had to take it. Here, because I remember meeting Missouri friends who didn't get their licenses till they were 18, and I thought that was strange.
Yeah, where we grew up, so if you wanted to get your junior license early, you took driver's ed. But you had to take an 8-hour course in order to get your junior license.
Sure. Yeah, I had to ride. We had a permit when you turned 15 automatically. And then your parents, you had to log so many hours with your folks to drive around, or an adult. And then you had to take the course and then the test. And then you had to go to the DMV and actually do it all again, I think.
No,
Ours
for us
was
it was
pretty-
16 for your permit.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, 16 for your permit, and then you get your junior license at 17.
Wow.
And your senior license at 18.
Senior license, never heard of that. Ours was pretty willy-nilly, man. 15 and a half, you get your permit. Basically, it's just like a little written thing. They give you a pink piece of paper. And then on your 16th birthday, you come back and get a license.
Yeah, so nationwide. So the worst as far as failing goes, Indiana, Missouri, Wyoming, highest rates of failed driver's license tests, both written skills and the driving test. Vermont, Louisiana, highest rates of passing driver's license tests. And they say, taking a driver's ed course may help you save money on your car insurance, which is good. But there are 4,290,391 licensed drivers in the state.
Do you feel like we should, every certain amount of years, 5, 10 years, take the written test again?
You really want that to happen?
Yeah, man. I mean, I think so. I mean, it's I've lost too many people to car accidents.
How often do you have to get your license renewed?
Oh, like once every 10 years. And renewed means you just have to,
Right, you
you just have to
take
prove
the eye
that you're
test.
alive.
And
Unless
You got to
get
take the eye test.
I don't know. I feel like I don't want to take the written test because it is such a muscle memory thing at this point that I don't know if I had to take the test, if I would actually get it, because I know what to do out there. But if you test me on it with multiple choice, I think it's going to screw me up.
But don't you think that would be smart just as far as like continued education? You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
hey, just to make sure, like, oh yeah, you know what? I don't know. I didn't know that, and that's probably something I should know.
This question came up yesterday. My best friend was telling me she was turning right. Okay, so they're at a stoplight or maybe it was 2 green lights. The person across from her who's trying to turn left in the same direction that she's going. So she's turning right. Person across the street is wanting to turn left. This is a stoplight situation.
And they're all going, they're going to the same street.
Who has the right of way in that situation? Is it the person who's going right, who's there, or is it the person across the street who's turning left? Do you
So it's
yield?
a 4-way stop.
Yes.
Let's just say 4-way stop.
Stoplight. Yeah.
It's flashing.
No, everything's green. So, well, the 2 parallel roads that are going opposite of
Okay,
each other
so-
is green.
Let's just say it's a 4-way stop because that's kind of the same situation.
Okay.
It's always the person on your right.
Yes.
It's the person turning right.
Or who gets to the stop sign first?
Or who gets to
Four-way
stop sign
stops
first.
whoever there first.
Yeah, whoever gets there
Whoever
first.
gets there
But if you meet
first.
at the same time,
But
it's
if-
going to be the person on your right.
If 4
It's always
people
the person
just
on
go
your
to
right.
a 4-way stop at the same time, there's always everyone's to someone's right.
Right.
Right,
I believe
yes.
it's the person turning right because they don't have to cross lanes of traffic. That is my.
Well, let's say everybody's going
I believe
straight.
so.
This is what I'm talking about with a written test. If that was a question, we probably all would have different answers.
Well, let's say
and get it
4
wrong.
people stop at a 4-way stop
At the exact same time.
at the exact same time.
Okay.
Everybody's going straight.
Love this.
Everybody's going straight. Who gets right away?
I always do normally.
Who's ever hottest? I don't know. Like,
The answer is the biggest car.
Yeah.
oh no.
Oh man. No, you know,
Listen, so I'm taking.
my point is we would all know the answer to this had we been tested in the last 10 years.
Well, maybe.
Because we would have to know the answer.
Listen, I'm taking these practice tests with my son.
They don't necessarily have that on there.
Well, maybe not. I'm just saying it would be safer roads if we were forced to think about it more than once every 70 years.
So the Missouri Department of Driving, what are with motor vehicles?
Driving.
So they have an app, and you could take practice tests. And I'm like, hey, for fun, I'm gonna see if I can pass.
Oh,
them.
you did?
Oh yeah.
That's awesome.
I've been passing, but like one of the questions is, how much does it take? How much does it cost to take the test? That's one of the questions on the test.
Wow, that's silly.
That's a good question.
What is it?
It's like 3 something.
$3?
Yeah, it's like 3 1/4 or something.
Oh,
It
weird.
gives you options.
Inflation's really taking that one out.
But yeah, there are 4.3 million licensed drivers here in Missouri. Illinois has got to 8.5 million. Now, there's something going around on the internet. An unusual kind of drama is going viral on Reddit about a young man. He's 18 years old. And he went on to the Am I the A-hole section of Reddit. And I think he was just trolling for kind of pats on the back. But he said, last night I was getting off work at 11:30. My 2 friends were also leaving as well and asked if I could get a ride or they could get a ride. 2 friends were also 18 years old. He said, sure, they all live within 1.5 miles from where they work, a 3 to 5 minute drive or a 15 to 20 minute walk. He says it was a pretty chilly night, about 40 degrees, and only a couple cars are out. And we all packed into the car. And the guy says, I waited to hear all their seatbelts click, which never came. So he turns around and says, hey, can you all fasten your seatbelts? And they looked at each other with confused glances. The kid said, after a solid minute, one of them broke the silence and says, wait, are you serious? And he says, yeah. The kid went on. They asked why. I said, the obvious reason, safety, and I don't want any tickets to happen if we get pulled over. Neither of the passengers apparently moved to buckle up. At that point, the kid said, If you don't fasten your seatbelts, I'm not taking you guys anywhere. And at that, both his buddies got out of the car. And he said, suit yourself. And he left him in chilly weather on a dark night with a 20-minute walk home. So he went on to Reddit, said, am I the a-hole for not giving my friends a ride if they didn't fasten their seatbelts?
No, man. You're the boss. You're responsible. If something happens and they go flying out your car and they die on your watch, like, that's not something. No, dude.
Yeah.
That's reasonable. First of all, they're the a-holes. There's no way they would get out of the car rather than buckling up. I'm going to walk 20 minutes because
I don't
because I'm
believe.
too
First of all,
proud
I
to
don't buy
buckle
this
up.
story. But let's just take it for what it is.
No, you're not the a-hole, man. You care about your friends.
What does the internet say?
I'm not sure what
They say he's not the
What
a-hole.
does the
sure what
internet
the
say?
internet
Your friends are a-holes.
Yeah, dude, your friends suck.
Yeah. You're not the coolest guy in the world.
I don't think those are your friends, man.
And some a-hole themselves probably commented and said, oh, you should have just driven those a-holes anyway. You know, it's so stupid, the internet.
The internet is obviously on the kid's side.
Yeah.
And I say obviously, actually not obviously, because who knows now. One person calling him a, quote, bloody legend for his stance. They need to understand that if there's a crash and they aren't seat belted in, their bodies become instant 100-plus pound projectiles flying around the inside of the vehicle. That's not something I want coming my way. Another person wrote, it's a seatbelt. Just put it on. Another wrote, good for you. Don't let anyone pressure you into a potentially dangerous situation. Car accidents can come out of nowhere.
I feel like this email was possibly written in 1979 because I just don't see any arguments at all coming out these days. It's not that big a deal. Every kid that I know buckles up without anybody asking. It's like a very standard thing. I don't think do you know anybody that drives without a seatbelt?
Yes. My wife's cousin who was up a couple weeks ago.
Right. They do?
He was we drove home from dinner, and he sat in my passenger seat with the ding, ding, ding,
no.
ding,
Yeah,
ding,
What is
ding,
he
ding, ding.
doing?
Just to prove a point? Just have some power?
He just doesn't buckle up.
Just have some control?
I don't know. I said, hey, put on your seatbelt. The car is screaming at you to put your seatbelt on.
What'd he say?
Oh, don't belt.
I don't belt?
I don't belt.
Okay.
Wow.
Well,
And my daughter was in the back seat, and after we got out of the car, she says, you didn't tell him to belt up? You didn't push it?
you didn't push it?
What am I going to do?
Buckle him up for
What
you.
am I
Just
gonna
reach
do?
across.
What am I going to do? And the annoying thing is now the cars scream at you for not for not buckling up.
Yeah, it's true. Mine will turn my radio down until things
It does?
change.
Wow,
Yeah.
fancy.
Super fancy.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
My
you.
wife's Highlander, if the kids unbuckle on the back seat, it'll let you know. Mm-hmm. It'll start bing, bing, bing. Who unbuckled? You even want to cart my kids' friends around. They automatically, everybody buckles up.
Yeah.
My car, I put it on the rad setting, so that way if you leave it unbuckled, there's no noise, but if you buckle, it beeps the whole time.
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
It's the opposite. Or do you just belt up and put the belt behind you?
I've seen people do that, which is amazing.
Yeah, well,
Huh.
I don't think this is a true story, but the kid's getting kudos anyway. So kudos to you, kid. Standing your ground. It is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, by the way. I hope you're aware of that.
Wait, what was it? I wasn't paying attention.
Distracted Driving Awareness Month. So somebody had experts list the top distraction that could cause a crash. What's the number one distraction that could cause a crash?
Texting.
No.
Oh. Makeup.
No.
Food.
No.
Other dogs.
No.
Passengers. Like friends.
No.
Oh.
Music.
Those are all things on the list.
Oh, no.
Daydreaming.
Oh, really?
Huh.
All right.
They list daydreaming as the number one distraction in your car that could cause a crash.
Great.
I mean, what? No. Like, we can't daydream anymore? Like,
No, you could daydream.
You can't take my daydreaming.
they're not coming from my brain, all
Well,
right?
it's going to be illegal now to daydream.
I'm very upset.
Usually daydreaming about jerking the wheel into oncoming traffic.
That's an intrusive thought.
Oh, I thought that was a daydream.
Daydreaming is you being bored and not paying attention. That's the number one. That's the number one
And that's real.
distraction that could cause a crash. Of course it's real.
Highway hypnosis, baby.
Right. Well, do you guys do this where you get home and you've had a killer playlist on? And I mean, you have had the deepest of thoughts. You've maybe run through a couple of emotions. And then you get home and go, holy crap, I don't remember what the hell just happened.
Oh, about it is
yeah.
twice a week coming to work.
Yeah,
That's what highway hypnosis is.
the auto.
That is the phenomenon of like not remembering how you got from point A to point B.
I thought highway hypnosis is when you kind of like zone out with the sounds.
And the yellow lines.
The white lines. They say that the like lines in the road are kind of like the thing that puts you in that state.
Yeah,
where you
and then-
kind of your brain shuts down and you're basically whatever part of your brain is in charge of memory goes to sleep, and you're just your tactile. It's kind of like dementia people, you know, like they can remember where the sugar is in the cabinet, but there's 4 types of memory. I can't remember what they are. There's like mnemonic memory. That's the only one I remember. But there's
Bubonic.
4 types of
But
memory.
can you still be a good driver?
You can. You just like that's what I'm saying. Like the tactile part of your brain that knows how to drive,
It's still there. Still
still
working.
there.
But you're not
It's
a
still
decision
working,
maker.
but you're just not. You are not. Because there's times you could get from point A to point B and be like, "Did you see any yellow houses?" And you'll be like, "I don't know if I even saw a house, dude." Like,
Yeah.
you can't recall details, and that's that part of your brain that isn't like whatever part of your brain like recognizes things and can do like memory recall things is asleep. So you can't remember it. You don't know how many houses did you drive by? Did you see any red cars? Did you see any
Well, listen,
children?
I'm not
You'll be like,
trying to
I
be
don't
Rain
remember
Man out
that.
here for every drive.
No, but I'm just saying like you don't. There's times you'll get home, kind of like what Lern was talking about, and you're just like, whoa,
Yeah.
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 where'd my last 30 minutes go?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
daydreaming, number one distraction that could cause a crash. Then you got your cell phones. Then you got your looking at stuff outside your car, like billboards. Billboards cause quite a few accidents. Abusing substances or lacking sleep, those do count as distractions too. Reaching for things like something in the back seat. That's the 5th cause of a crash as far as distracted driving goes. Other passengers, especially dangerous with teen drivers and their friends. Eating and driving, that could be just as dangerous as texting and driving. No, crab legs, not a great thing to eat.
Definitely.
Not a great thing to eat while driving.
Right.
What if you have a bib?
Or soup in a bread bowl. Also not a great thing to eat. You ever try to eat soup while driving?
I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think I have. I don't know.
Cereal?
No, not with milk. I think I've had a
I
box
feel like
of cereal
Rafe's,
in my
I feel like
lap.
Rafe's eating soup while driving.
Yeah. I don't eat soup at all.
What? You don't like soup? I'm in soup mode 365.
Messing with the onboard systems, like meaning things like the AC, the radio, huge distraction. They say now with the touchscreens are like big time distractions.
Dude,
What
yeah,
those
'cause-
games on there are?
No, but some of them are not intuitive. Like our car is so awesome, and I still can't figure out some of the stuff on the screen. I keep forgetting. Like, wait a second, is this volume or is this temperature? I don't know what I'm doing, so I just leave it. It's not intuitive, and I'm kind of losing my brain with it.
Yeah.
And
I'll find myself looking at the touchscreen and then go, whoa,
Yep.
all right.
'Cause it's all
Looked down a little
flat.
too long.
Back in the old days with the old cars, you had knobs and you muscle memory. You knew exactly
knew
which
exactly
knob.
right.
You know.
You knew
Yeah,
where
good
the
point.
volume was. You knew where the
good point. I also
change
had
station was.
I also had a tape deck on my lap with a Walkman on my lap with a cable that went to the tape deck, and played my.
Well, you're also not scrolling through the latest podcasts to see which one just downloaded into your phone.
Yeah. Now I had a car that was where the tape deck wouldn't play tapes, but it would play my cabled tape that would go to a Walkman or a CD player. So it was just such a piece of crap. That car was so bad.
And then pets. Pets, it's why restraints for dogs are a good idea. Pets are a giant distraction. And speaking of driving, has anybody been curious to want to try to be like a DoorDash driver for a night? Like
Just food delivery.
just food delivery, just to see what it's like.
I had the thought this morning if I could be an Uber driver or not. And I could be a DoorDash or an Instacart driver.
My brother drove Uber just to see what it was like. He did it for like 2 weeks, just out of curiosity. What is it like to be an Uber driver?
Yeah, that's cool.
Hated it.
Why? What was his review? You just hated people?
He's like, the pay is not great. And he was driving around in the suburbs, so it's not like he wasn't he wasn't like a New York City
Yeah, it wasn't
Uber driver.
LaGuardia traffic and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I said it was a lot of like drunken idiots just going,
Well, you pick your times too. So was he was doing night?
He was doing nights.
Night stuff. Well, yeah,
He was doing night stuff. And he said, there were a couple instances where it got kind of scary.
That's got to be hard.
But as far as DoorDash drivers go, and I guess you get to pick and choose what you want to pick up. Like you get to you accept, so you'll be given options. If my understanding is right, you're given options like, all right, there's a pickup at Panda Express and it's going to here, and it shows you how much you get paid to do it. So a female DoorDash driver, she's saying she was penalized by the DoorDash company for refusing to drop off an order to a male nudist.
Okay.
So the woman, she said that this happened this past weekend. She says, I got an offer to drive a little over 8 miles for $10.50. She says, I normally wouldn't accept this offer, but it was towards the end of my, she calls it dash, and it would bring me closer to home. So, fine. It's probably the last thing she's going to do of the night. So she gets to the restaurant. Food's not ready yet, so she takes a seat and starts scrolling through, her phone. She gets a message from the customer saying, just to let you know, I am a nudist and will be answering the door nude.
Will be answering the door nude.
Feel free to ding-dong ditch.
I mean, okay, nice idea to preface the delivery with, hey, this is what you're going to be walking into, but also like in these times, you got to put some shorts on or find a way to not show your penis.
Or how about this? There's the option to just leave the food outside the door.
Yeah, like a no contact.
I would just respond back and say, that's great. Your food will be in the street.
Right. That's a good idea.
Like this.
What a coincidence. I'll be delivering your food nude. I'm the food nude delivery guy.
Oh.
Trademark. I'm putting that out there into the radio waves. I think that's a good idea.
Nude food.
Nude food.
Nude food.
Well,
people think it's raw and organic. It's just a naked guy.
The difference between Uber drivers and
This nude food app?
and the food delivery drivers, like Uber drivers, I feel like 9 out of 10 times when the Uber driver pulls up and they ask, "Are you Moon?" Yeah, they're always like, they're ready. They're ready for a fight. Like they know where the weapons are in their car, and they're cautious. You know what I mean? They're kind of like looking out. Instacart drivers and food drivers, I feel like, are always so happy. When occasionally when you see them or when you run into them, they're always just kind of like, "Hey, here you go, front porch. Here you go." Like, they're kind of enjoying it more, right? Because they're probably running around listening to audiobooks or podcasts or whatever, and just kind of like my buddy was a courier for like 15 years because he just loved being in his car by himself, listening to whatever he wanted to listen to.
They all seem high pressure to me. Because you're always dealing with the public and complaints.
and time.
But you're not if you're doing the food delivery.
But yet you're still doing stuff to be rated.
Okay, yeah, I can see
And
that.
then your rate, the lower you're rated, you're going to get less money.
This is like radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she says, so I think this man is a sexual deviant.
Yeah, this was like a kink for him.
It's not more, it's okay, fine. You want to be a nudist, but you want to, you
want to be Charlie Rose.
You
Cool.
then, so it tells you like, okay, the DoorDash driver's name's Samantha. So now you text Samantha going, I will be nude when I answer the door. Instead of, let's make it comfortable for everybody and do no contact. I could be naked inside my house.
Yeah.
I just want to show you my dong.
Right.
Anyway, she says, all right, she wrote back, okay, I will be canceling the order then.
Yeah.
And then she went to call, like, I guess, DoorDash support. And she said she was left stunned when an employee of the DoorDash support line told her she would not be able to cancel the order without it affecting her, quote, completion rate.
Well, but
Or his.
that's probably just a part of the app. It's probably not something that they chose to do.
She says they basically told me that it wasn't a good enough reason. If I unassign, my completion rate will go down and I won't be paid anything. She says, if you're a nudist, good for you. I'm not here to yuck anyone's yum. But if you're going to order delivery, at least have the courtesy to put a robe on or select leave at my door.
I agree.
I don't want to see your entire C&Bs when I hand you a hamburger.
What is this? This is DoorDash?
This is DoorDash.
Yeah, they need better. They need to be protecting their people more. That's stupid. If they're like, "Oh, you're going to take the brunt of this," then no, it was the customer's fault.
Yeah, clearly this guy's an exhibitionist.
Yeah.
what
At least he had the courtesy
To warn.
to warn.
I agree.
I'll give him that.
I'll give him that. But she, at least she had the courtesy to go, "I'm uncomfortable and I won't be doing this." Good for her.
No.
Now, as far as the customer goes, if you're an exhibitionist, you want to show off the goods, I guess. You got something to show off, right?
I feel like every other guy that's delivering food is hoping this would happen in the reverse.
Yes, in the reverse. In the reverse. Ooh, I just got out of the shower.
And is that the double standard? You know,
What?
like if it wasn't a man saying that and it was a woman and a male, hetero driver, and a woman said, "Hey, I'm Samantha and I'm a nudist, and when you drop my Steve's hot dogs off at my house, I am going to be nude." And
Yeah.
Trevor, I wonder if he would be like, "Hell yeah!"
Okay,
or would
no,
he
my
complain?
first thought is,
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Well, who's to say that every other gal isn't hoping for this situation that she was in? I don't know.
I don't know, just stereotypical standards, I guess. I don't know.
yeah, every delivery guy hopes they stumble upon the house with, "Oh, I just got out of the shower
I dropped my towel.
and I have no way to pay for this."
Right.
Can we work out another arrangement?
All I know is legal is legal. You can't answer your door like that, right? I mean, that's illegal.
I don't know. Can you?
Didn't think
Can you answer
can.
your door nude? Let's go to the Googles.
Yeah. Like,
Google,
what is it?
Tell me. There's no way.
Answer
I mean, can't you get in trouble if you're in your house in a window?
Is it illegal to answer the door naked? May vary by state.
You're kidding.
There is no law that prohibits answering your door in your own home in an underwear or G-string. However, if you intentionally expose your genitals to someone and a jury finds that that's a reasonable person should have known it, could cause alarm. So you have to, I guess, warn before you show your genitals.
Oh,
to
so that's
somebody.
this
I'm
guy
gonna
was
show
like
my genitals.
this guy was doing his thing, but like staying within the law.
I guess so.
Sounds like he knows the state laws.
He's a real nudist.
This one lawyer
point.
says it would still be legal, but if the individual at the door feels harassed or offended, it could be sexual assault.
There you go.
Or they could file a harassment claim against you.
We had this story last year where we were talking about somebody who was naked in their window and their neighbor and their children saw this person in his home.
Right.
And remember, I think charges were pressed against that person too, because this also says this could include standing on your porch or in front of a large bay window, especially if you try to get attention when others are passing your home. So even standing naked, and all of us walk naked through our house at some point in our lives, and that could be considered illegal.
Yeah,
by
but
these
if you're
standards.
doing it so your neighbors see it,
But how do you prove that? How would somebody prove that? If somebody caught a glimpse of Lern and they wanted to press charge, like they've been looking for an opportunity to get this gal in trouble.
yeah. But if you go to court and it's a fleeting thing, if you don't do it all the time,
Well, let me say this. I have a window in my closet, and sometimes the blinds are open, and I'm like, oh, and I do the thing where I'm like, I hope that the sun is reflecting off the glass so my neighbor across the street doesn't see what I'm turning the blinds real fast. I try to block myself, but people walk on my street, and I don't, when I turn the corner, I don't know if somebody's going to be walking and happen to just be looking in my window at that moment. Hope not.
Man, it's weird. It's weird to think that this guy, because he warned in the DoorDash thing, that somehow that would be legal for him to open and just be
Hello.
hanging brain.
Howdy doody.
I mean, that's kind of wild to even think that could be legal somewhere.
I'm immediately going back to Pam and Tommy, the show about Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson when the penis talks.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Has like a face or a mouth or something.
yeah.
What?
I didn't finish that. I didn't finish the whole
terrible.
thing. It was terrible. But hey, speaking of giant penises,
Yes.
Yeah, what up, dude?
Oh,
if you had the biggest penis in England, would you be happy about this? Would you be?
I think I'd be
Would
pretty
you
stoked.
brag about it all the time?
I don't think you'd need to.
Headline: Man with Britain's largest penis reveals the downsides.
Oh, what? And America said,
Man with the biggest penis in Britain has revealed that being so well hung comes with a number of problems. Okay.
Do tell.
Without me reading, without me telling you what this guy is 40 years old. His name is Matt Barr.
Perfect
He was
name.
on a one of those morning TV programs out in England, almost like akin to the Today Show.
Oh, he's a celebrity on top of having the biggest penis?
No, he's not. No, he was on there like being interviewed.
Okay.
Like he's a civilian, but he was on and he was interviewed about his giant dong.
Okay.
So in your head, before I tell you what the downsides according to him are, and this is the documented, the man with England's biggest penis. Yes, Lern.
I have my hand up. He probably can't have many sexual partners because his penis is so large.
Okay, now he doesn't go into that so much,
Oh.
but I would imagine that would be a problem.
Yeah.
well, in my experience,
Oh.
I got a buddy who in high school said it was a nightmare. Now, this is like sweetest, nicest guy. And but he said his first experience was a total nightmare because she was like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Yeah. It's probably very painful.
And he said it was not good for his mental state for many years. And all of us were like, wah. It's not
So this guy-
nobody could understand.
This guy's dong flaccid is more than 12 inches.
Oh, that's not
my
true.
goodness.
That can't be true. What? How tall is this guy?
I don't know.
Oh, we need the facts. What? I'm going to look him up. Matt Barr.
5'2".
So he first realized he had a bigger penis during showers after a PE class. And he says that despite the myth that bigger is better, he says as a shy kid, he just wanted to be normal like his buddies. Now he says, the size of his penis
I
comes with
wish
its own
my
set of
ding dong
problems.
was small like yours.
Look at this
Yeah.
face.
I wish he was
Look
Shut
at
up, Matt.
I love
Grass is always greener.
his little face. Looks like Jim from The Office, like with that look on his face.
That's the face of this hero?
You had to be a trade-off.
Yeah.
He says, now the dating part is weird for him. He says
Looks like Frodo Baggins.
it's difficult because it's not something as far as dating goes. So before he gets with a woman, he says it's not something you really want to spring on people as a surprise.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Because it just scares people away in general. And then he says, obviously, you don't want to be creepy and bring it up too early. So how do you start that conversation?
Okay, now I do feel for the guy. That has to be difficult.
He
I mean,
wrote
that's some mutant stuff.
Yeah, see, we're going to get to the book
Okay.
at the end because I do want the surprise of the title.
Okay.
12 flaccid. Like, does it go the other way? I mean, are we a shower or a...
He's probably a shower.
He says the size of his penis has got him in trouble. He was doing a yoga class.
And people thought he was harassing everyone.
He says that he was asked to leave because they thought he was aroused.
Interesting.
He says I was wearing a very baggy shirt and shorts because of the yoga positions. People got the wrong idea.
Somebody in the chat's like, no women's complaining about this. No, there are women that complain. I think that's a myth that people are like, ooh, we want big dong. No, it can really mess you up depending on what your lady bits are all about down there.
Cannot relate. He says once he went on a date, he said this is one of the worst dating situations he's had. He once went on a date during which the woman he was seeing had an ulterior motive. He says, well, Matt thought it was a normal date. It turned out he'd been asked out by the woman because she wanted him to appear on her OnlyFans page and use him to make money.
Oh, that sucks. That's awful.
And he says, well, he was asked if he would consider having an operation to minimize, like a minimizing surgery. And he says he looked into it. He says it's very expensive. It costs around $20,000.
You know what happened to Samson when they cut off his hair? I don't think this is a good...
Something could go
And
wrong.
they
man.
said it's not done very often. It's only done normally in the cases like tumors and stuff.
Hey, don't go that.
Yeah, no. If you got a healthy one, just keep it healthy.
And he was asked, would you say having a smaller penis would mean you'd be happier than having a big one? And he says, there are more positive qualities a person can have. I don't want to be defined by my penis.
Yeah.
Too late.
And
I wish you could do a locks for love situation.
Donate some of his penis.
Donate a couple inches
Cool.
here and there.
Spread the love.
Rhymes with locks.
Put me on the
love.
donor list, baby.
as he said, as he's saying he doesn't want to be defined by his penis, he has written a book titled A Long Story, Life with One of the World's Largest Penises.
Good for
Yeah.
you, Matt Barr.
Story.
Way to pivot off of it.
I love it. We should all buy the book.
That's so good. Oh my gosh. A long story. Oh man.
This book will be released next year. Going to hit shelves.
Nice.
What is gonna be on the cover?
It's got to be like a ruler or something.
That would be great. It better be a 12-inch.
You know what it's got to be? It's got to be one of those books with a centerfold that kind of folds out.
I hope so. It's too big
It's
to
one of
fit
those-
on your shelf.
It could be a cool pop-up book.
There was. Do you remember when they used to do movie screenings, or the movie company would promote a movie on the radio, and they would send like promotional materials?
Yeah.
What was the John Holmes movie that came out?
Oh.
Hollywoodland,
Was that it?
the one with it's Ben Affleck, right? No, that was Superman.
That was Superman, and it was a good movie. I actually watched the movie.
Great plot.
Well, it was the story of John Holmes, and the guy's got a super interesting, sad. The guy he died of AIDS. I forget who started it, but
Walker told me.
Oh, no.
Wonderland.
Wonderland. Actually, a good movie. I don't know what got in the tomatoes, but for the promotion of the movie company gave everybody rulers.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember this?
Yeah, I had one
way.
in my office at Emmis.
34% Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, really?
Because it was
Val
over
Kilmer.
12 inches. It was like 14 inches or whatever.
Yeah, it was. The ruler was the size of his dong.
Typically, when they send a lot of stuff to the radio station promoting it, it's going to be a 34% on the Rotten Tomatoes. The last
Or they
couple
do
times,
it like a dude to.
yeah, the last couple times we've gotten tons of promo stuff. You watch the movie and go, ooh.
No, but I thought it was interesting because they handed out a ruler that was the size of John Holmes.
I didn't realize that either because
Schmeckle.
it came with the desk that I inherited because I was in the Casey's promotions department, and my boss Tony at the time, I was like measuring something out with the John Holmes, ruler, and Tony, who I just love, he's one of my best friends. He's like, notice anything strange about that ruler? And I looked closer, and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't even realize it, and it was very convenient because it had a couple extra.
Oh, so it was you inherited the ruler?
I did, yeah.
Okay, I remember when they sent those over because everybody was like, "Ooh, rulers!"
Cool.
And everybody had one at their desk.
Yep.
That's so
It was the
funny.
John Holmes ruler, right? It was red.
So he was
Yeah.
murdered?
John Holmes?
Yeah.
No, he was not murdered. Well,
Why?
AIDS murdered him, but
Why is everything talking about the Wonderland murders?
because he was implicit in he was implicit in a murder.
Oh,
He was like wrapped up in a murder.
oh, that's what the movie's about.
in a murder situation. Yeah.
Okay. There's another one called XXXL, the John Holmes story.
Oh.
Did you see the director for Wonderland, his name?
What?
It's James COX,
Oh,
which I think is appropriate.
James Cox.
Yep.
That get you, Riz?
You okay.
I get it. I get it. All right, let's take a break. But first, all right, Teamers, remember that is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, proud partner of your St. Louis Battlehawks. Find all the cacaws at hotshotsnet.com. From Imperial, Missouri, Angela Jolly is our Angela is a longtime podcast listener, has attended several Ratio 5Ks and Blues Nights over the years. Loves the Ratio because we always keep her up to date on celebrity gossip news, and the guys are always making her feel like she's just hanging out with some friends. She appreciates a show that's led her to be fans of other things like Trailer Trash Tammy and Clownvis. And she's ecstatic to wear her new Team Riz member jersey along with her other Riz Show and Point gear. So Angela Jolly from Imperial is our Team Riz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Riz Remember the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take a break. Come back with crap on celebrities, including, and before we get to crap on, the story of a woman who has the same name as probably the most famous person in the world right now, and how that's been an issue. It's 7:13. It's Wednesday. Traffic and weather. First look, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets are available now at www.raceway.com. Things are looking pretty clear. Speaking of clear, your point forecast, mostly sunny skies today with a beautiful high of 70. Right now it's 46 at the Point Studio.
Yeah, you know, a couple people on the instant feedback. Yeah, Wonderland is more about the murders than the life of John Holmes. But the guy does have a very interesting bio. Crowd on celebrities after the break. Learn what he got.
Is Motley Crue about ready to drop a country record? Yay for porn. No, really. Who's on your Mount Rushmore for action heroes and the best Mike Myers movies of all time?
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays, the porno birthday, all that and more next. And your crab on celebrities, stay there. All right, welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizShow, 1057thepoint.com. We'll play Riz Show Password later. Haven't played that in a week. Give away some fabulous prizes, including Point Fest tickets, Five Finger Death Punch tickets, Cage Elephant tickets, and Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets. Well, I guess guard dogs are obsolete now because this right here, even more intimidating.
Okay.
Robot dogs with flamethrowers attached to their heads are now something you could buy. This is the coolest thing ever.
Is this from Boston?
It is not, but it looks like a Boston Dynamics Robo dog.
Yeah, video Joey yesterday was like, have you seen the new robotic dog? And this must be the one he's talking about.
The company called Throwflame is selling one of these things. They're called the Terminator. You could buy one for $9,400. You operate it over Wi-Fi or Bluetooth with a remote control. It could shoot flames up to 30 feet. There's a whole video to go with this thing. The website says legal in all 50 states. You just need a special permit in California and Maryland. And I don't believe we live in California or Maryland, so all bets are off.
Okay.
What's this for? Other than burning down houses?
They're not just pushing the guard dog angle. They do list 8 different things it's perfect for. Controlled burns, ice and snow removal, clearing weeds, pyrotechnics or entertainment, also pest removal.
Ice and snow removal.
Stalker removal.
It's a lot of work.
Sign me up.
You gotta
Turning
watch
on you and haunting your family in the scariest night of your life.
You gotta watch a video for this thing. Here's a little commercial for it.
How much is that dog in the window? Warning. The one with the
Terminator flamethrower robot dog with powerful destructive breath. Get yours today. Kevlar suit for petting not included.
I do hope that dog.
They leaned in all
No,
right.
that's a fake commercial.
I was saying, this is Grand Theft Auto. Like that.
The Purge is here.
Yeah, that's something you hear in the car. When you steal a car in Grand Theft Auto and the radio's on, that's one of the commercials playing.
So the top things owning a flamethrower robot dog says about you. I love to scare Jehovah's Witnesses. I'm tired of lighting stuff with matches. Using a Ring camera to keep people off my property is so 2023. I don't mind cleaning up little piles of batteries all over the floor.
Aww.
That's what they crap batteries.
That's cute.
It's kind of cute when you think about it.
Poops batteries.
Instead of sit, shake, or roll over, I think pets should know how to burn, terrify, and assassinate.
I like it. I'd like to have a little robot dog that is my, security system.
I want to be the baddest owner at the dog park.
And this is guaranteed not to get hacked, right?
Sure. And I'm really into Terminator.
This is my emotional support flamethrower.
I'm really into the
I
Terminator
have
movies.
to bring it on this plane.
Also Marmaduke. And what does it say about you if you're going to spend $9,400 on one of these things?
You have too
I
much
make
money.
unwise financial decisions.
Yes.
I have too much money. Please take some.
9,400. I thought it would be more. I thought it'd be well over.
Me
20.
too. Me too. I think it's
This is accessible.
I think it's a bargain.
You know the people that like their homes look like crap, but their cars are souped up and like top elite. They will have these dogs.
Yeah.
They will be
They'll have these
protecting
dogs
their
and lose
their,
the controller.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll wait till I get one at a shelter.
Yeah, I want to get the Wish.com version of this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, the Temu version of the flamethrower dog.
Lern's right, man. You're going to see this at garageless houses.
You're going to see this in trailer parks.
They're in the back, and they don't work because somebody lost the remote.
Mm-hmm. And now it's just going rogue out in the front yard.
You're going to see this at the trailer park where this is the unwise financial decision thing.
Yeah, but it's on Facebook.
You clearly cannot afford this, but
Hey
you
man,
have this.
but I got my 2024 Mustang with my rims, and it needs to be protected.
It's on Facebook Marketplace now. Flame dog.
No remote.
No remote. No title, no remote.
Hope it doesn't get out. Ed 209. Ed 209. Warning.
Yeah, I would treat it just a regular dog. Take it to the vet.
Yeah.
Everything.
Radio Shack.
I would take it to my actual vet.
Oh.
And treat it just like a normal dog. Mm-hmm. But it is a thing of nightmares, and if you come across this thing on somebody's property, you will run.
There's an episode of Black Mirror about these things. You ever seen it?
Yeah, that one's a crazy one.
Like 3 robot dogs that made by that company.
Boston Dynamics?
Yeah. That like basically are hunting these people down. I mean, we're just getting closer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Once
To a Black Mirror
they all
episode.
become aware and they all team up,
That's
we're
the
screwed.
weirdest. That's the weirdest part is we're getting all the jokes first, like flamethrower dogs. You know what I mean? Like that's a joke. That's a Grand Theft Auto joke.
No, you remember, Austin Powers, Sharks with Lasers?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
This is we're there, guys.
It's all the jokes.
We are
that are
at
coming
the
first.
Sharks with Lasers point. This is dogs with flamethrowers.
Yep.
And they're guarding like 1992 Honda Gold Wings for sale.
I love it.
Dude, that thing's going to be wild.
You have 10 seconds to produce a treat. 9, 8, 7. Oh, here's peanut butter. 6, 5. Here's a treat. There's a treat. 3, 2, and then
Flame on.
Yeah.
Flame on. Who do you think the most famous celebrity in the world is right now?
Taylor Swift.
So you'd say Taylor Swift. Famous celebrity in the world right now, non-political.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
Yeah, that's my best guess.
Taylor Swift, you'd say.
I'd say Taylor Swift, yeah.
Taylor Swift, you'd say.
Yeah, I think it's got to be Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
Or Messi. We're talking about the globe here, guys. There's a lot of places that don't necessarily care about Taylor Swift.
I know, but there's a ton of
Yeah.
places that don't care about Lionel Messi.
There's a
though.
ton
Like
of
the
places.
United States of
I never
America.
talk
There's
about-
most places that do care about it. I would say Taylor Swift is probably the most famous person in the world. Celebrity.
Interesting.
Soccer's got its place, yes, but
I'm just saying, globally speaking, if you
Yeah,
were
I
to go
think-
to every corner of the world,
Yeah, but there's
I wonder.
many corners that don't give a damn about soccer. I get what
Everybody
you're saying,
cares
but
about
I'm
it.
like, there's also other soccer stars in those. That gets divvied up a little bit. There's some Beckham people. There's some Messi people. There's some
Ronaldo people.
Ronaldo people. There's a few Pele people.
okay.
left.
So, what about having the same name as Taylor Swift, like actual legal name as Taylor Swift? Would that be a problem?
Cool for a little bit, and then it'd probably be a problem, yeah.
Yeah. Would that be a problem for somebody? Yes, it is. There is a Taylor Swift in Scotland who's going through hell because of her name. She's 19 years old. She comes from a Scottish village, and her legal name is Taylor Swift.
Yeah, there's worse problems to have. I feel like, but all right.
And on her ID, it says Taylor Swift, and it's questioned all the time. Like, she has to bring her passport with her everywhere she goes because people think she's like trying to be an imposter.
Well, that's kind of silly because that's a name that is unique and common at the same time.
Her parents, Mary and Peter Swift, named their daughter Taylor before Taylor Swift became the huge star she is today.
Wait a minute. Her dad's name is Peter Swift. Swift Peter.
Pete Swift?
Pete Swift. I'm just...
Yeah, Pete Swift. What?
It's a Swift.
Peter
Pete.
Swift. Peter. This is my daughter, Taylor Swift.
Is that Irish?
Yeah, it was a little more
Scottish.
We're in Scotland.
She's Scottish.
I know. I like
You're
it.
It's got to add a little more
Taylor
anger.
Swift. This is my daughter.
You got to add a little
You
more
got to
anger
go a
to
little
it.
higher in your nasal cavities.
So
I
think about this.
Beetle. I'm off today.
So Scottish T Swift was born in 04. Taylor Swift's self-titled debut record was released in 06. So yes, legit, not named after the celebrity Taylor Swift. So after the release of 1989, back in 2014, people started coming up to her at school, telling her she has a famous name. Luckily for her, the name recognition meant she was well known at school, never had any problems getting bullied or anything like that. But doctors, dentists, shop workers, other people skeptical because of her name. She says that when she goes to a bar, nobody believes her. It's a fake ID. She says she's been denied jobs
Really?
because people think she's like an obsessed stalker that's changed her name to Taylor Swift.
Like, there's never been duplicate names before in the world. I
Tell
find
that to all the little
weird.
Jewish Jeffrey Epsteins who are applying for jobs right now. Because there's
Right.
plenty of those running around out there. There's bigger problems to have.
Yeah,
There's
right.
worse names.
She believes the
sure it
Swift
sucks.
name has made employers think she's not genuine when applying for jobs, and she's had trouble finding work.
Okay. I mean, that might be a little victim magnifying here, but I can understand it being trouble. But I mean, if you're actually applying for a job that you want, like you say, you got the passport and you say, I know it sounds silly, but, you know, same name, crazy,
is
right?
Michael Bolton
And then it's
from
over.
Office
Space.
Yeah, and then it's over.
Yeah. The guy who invented hover around scooters, his name is Tom Cruise.
Really?
And I'm like, dude, what?
A guy named Cruz invented scooters. That's
yes,
awesome.
that's funny. Think of all the layers of funny involved in that.
Yeah,
The
there's a
guy's
lot of
name
that.
is Tom Cruise. He invented a hover around scooter, and he's still not the most famous Tom Cruise on the planet.
Well, and maybe she's looking for attention because Taylor Swift is coming to Edinburgh in June. She's looking for tickets.
Oh, heck yeah.
Imagine.
Well, hope she gets them. She's Taylor Swift. Hope she's ready to
She
perform.
is a fan. I mean, she is a fan of Taylor Swift. Well, she says she can't be on Instagram using her real name.
Well, that sucks. I'm sure she's blocked out of all that kind of stuff.
Who uses their real name for their Instagram handle? Get
Yeah.
out of here. Get the F out of here, Scott Rizzuto.
Get the f*** out of here.
What?
Go
Me?
buy something. Oh, I can't use Taylor Swift 16.
I'm
Get
just,
the hell out
I'm
of
just telling
here.
you what she says.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm yelling at you.
Hey,
Get the f*** out of here.
you put in who is the most famous person in the world right now. It has a short list, and honestly, I think I agree with this list.
Okay.
Would you like to hear it? Non-political.
Okay.
Number 1, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Globally, more recognized. Then Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, Kylie Jenner, Robert Downey Jr., Cristiano Ronaldo, Lionel Messi, Mark Zuckerberg, and Taylor Swift.
Wow.
All right. We all win.
Now, if you take, if you do straight entertainers, like take all the Musks and Bezos and Zuckerbergs out.
That
So
feels like a
it's-
dude made that list.
So, okay, I could see The Rock being up there for sure.
Yeah.
But you think he's really that?
Is there a woman on that before 10?
Yeah.
Who?
Taylor's, before 10.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie Jenner.
She's 6?
Let's see, 1, 2.
And that's even surprising.
She doesn't even
2,
do
3,
anything.
4,
What does she
5.
do?
Yeah, but
makeup.
she's super famous, right?
I would think
Doing
Kim
what?
is the number one
Yeah,
out of that
that
family
would
that would
be-
be on the list.
What does she own? A cosmetic company?
Dude, don't knock her lipstick because it is good.
Fine.
She's got $1 billion.
No, I'm not taking her riches away from her, but as far as entertainers
And
go,
she dates Timothy Chalamet, and they neck in public all the time. It's
Oh.
kind of cool.
You know how many
necking.
germs that is?
That's 80 million bacteria.
Oh,
He's my
golly.
favorite. I do love him.
All right, today is April the 24th. Back in the day, 224 years ago, in the year 1800, the Library of Congress was established with a $5,000 allocation for, quote, the purchase of such books as may be necessary. The library now contains 30 million books on more than 530 miles of shelves. 50 years ago today, 1974, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers established as an NFL franchise. That same day, comedian Bud Abbott dies at the age of 76. The classic Abbott and Costello comedy bit, Who's on First, is even featured in the Baseball Hall of Fame. 35 years ago, 1989, Massachusetts declares New Kids on the Block Day, which I still celebrate it no matter what state I'm in. 27 years ago, 1997, Seinfeld's The Yada 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 episode airs on NBC.
Yada, yada, yada.
So and it's funny, I looked into this. The writer of that episode thought a different line from that episode would become a cultural catchphrase, not yada, yada, yada. That was the same episode with Jerry's dentist, converted to Judaism for the jokes, and he thought anti-dentite would be the line from that. But I'm not an anti-dentite.
Which is a good line. Quotable.
And they thought that
Memorable.
line from that episode would become the catchphrase, not yada, yada, yada. 20 years ago today in 2004, Eli Manning selected by the San Diego Chargers as the #1 draft pick. They traded him less than an hour later to the Giants. That same day, Mario Lopez marries Allie Landry. Their marriage quickly failed and was annulled 2 weeks later.
Yeah, it was like an 11-hour marriage, wasn't it?
He admitted to being unfaithful to her at his bachelor party. 19 years ago, 2005, Joseph Aloysius Ratzinger inaugurated as Pope Benedict XVI.
Is that a real Aloysius?
Yeah.
Finally.
17 years ago, 2007, the divorce between Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown was finalized. 16 years ago, 2008, Wesley Snipes, convicted of tax evasion, sentenced to 3 years in prison. He began serving his time in 2010, got out in April of 2013, got off house arrest in July of 2023. And 8 years ago today, in 2016, the Apple Watch was released. And that's what happened back in the day. Yes, Aloysius.
I had no idea.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
I have a girlfriend that just texted me about that Mario Lopez story. She was there. She knows what happened.
I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
Say.
We're going to need details.
I have a girlfriend who, I won't give her a name or anything. She was there. She hung out with Mario Lopez on that bachelor party.
And what happened is the truth?
I believe so. Anyway, Motley.
Mario Lopez is a dog? The Latin Ryan Seacrest?
The Latin Ryan Seacrest.
Did he do things while he
And
was
my
sitting in a chair
favorite.
backwards?
Motley Crue went into the studio last year with new guitarist John Five to record a handful of songs, and the first of those is Dogs of War. That's going to be released on Friday. Still no word of a new album, but they did sign to a new label, and it's Nashville's Big Machine Records. Now, this is
Scooter Braun's, right? Is that Scooter Braun's?
Yes, part of Universal Music Group. They specialize in country and pop artists. In fact, Big Machine released Taylor Swift's first ever recording, the single Tim McGraw from her debut album. They've also had a roster of artists that have been successful, like Sheryl Crow, Lady A, The Struts. And so who knows what this is going to be for Motley Crue. Their last studio album was 2008's Saints of Los Angeles, and the last time that they released new material was in 2018 when they did 4 new songs for the release of The Dirt. So we'll see what this sounds like on Friday.
John Five's amazing.
He is amazing.
I'm a definite fan of that guy.
That wasn't his label, by the way. Scooter didn't start that. He bought it.
But
Taylor-
does he
Taylor-
now? But
I think he owns it now, but
owns
I don't think that happened until like 2020. When she was releasing stuff on Big Machine, that was not Scooter's label.
I know. I think now he owns it though. Big Machine.
Yeah. I think he owns everything he can now.
Kanye West is reportedly on the cusp of starting Yeezy porn. A representative said West seems dead set on doing it. It's also been reported that Kanye West allegedly has reached out to Stormy Daniels' ex-husband, Mike Mose, who's an adult film producer, to lead the project. So Ye is getting into the porn
is getting
business.
into porn. I thought he was a born again.
Guess not.
Born again.
You mean Christian?
So porn again, yeah.
He's born again.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
because
have
he
to
said he
see.
struggled with porn and he gave it up or whatever a few years ago.
Right. Okay.
Weird.
Well, now he's getting into the biz.
He's getting into the biz.
Good luck.
A photographer named Emilio Garcia is suing Megan Thee Stallion, claiming she made him watch her have sex with another woman in the back of an SUV in 2022. Afterwards, she then warned him not to tell anyone about it. And he also says that Megan fat-shamed, verbally abused, and underpaid him. Now, because of all this, he's suffering from, quote, profound emotional distress, mounting anxiety, depression, and physical distress stemming from the toxic work environment.
Okay, so he's depressed because he got to watch Megan Thee Stallion have sex with another woman?
Yes.
Okay.
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 I'm just reading you
How many
the-
guys are
the
going to
news.
become photographers now?
I know. Taylor Swift.
Poor guy.
I know. Poor guy. Well, I
Poor
mean,
guy.
obviously that was. You can't do
Poor
that to your
guy.
employees. You can't make them do that.
Oh,
Taylor Swift.
she's good looking too, right?
She's gorgeous. Yeah.
What is she? What Moon? Can you show me a little Megan Thee Stallion?
Pull up Megan the. Pull up. Yeah.
Is it two E's and
It's
the?
two E's. The.
Megan Thee Stallion. She's the one that was shot in the foot, right?
Oh, was she?
Yeah, but nobody talks about that, remember? It was like a hush thing. It got all weird.
Like her ex-boyfriend shot her in the foot.
She was in WAP with Cardi B.
Okay.
Okay.
She's cute. Breathless.
All right.
Taylor Swift released a new diss track on her new record called Thank You, Amy. We talked about this last week. It was allegedly written about Kim Kardashian and a fight that happened 10 years ago. A source close to Kim says she doesn't know why Taylor keeps harping on it. It's literally been years. On a related note, earlier this week on Jimmy Kimmel Live, Kim confirmed that the weird rumors about her, some of them are true. Like, for instance, she does blow dry her jewelry before she puts it on because she hates cold metal on her skin.
Poor thing.
I know. So much gold,
So much.
you know?
I don't
just
like
too cold.
jewelry. I'm going to commiserate with the guy that had to watch Megan Thee Stallion have sex with another woman.
Yeah,
Oh, poor things.
I know.
Christopher says that on the instant feedback that Kanye is an anti-dentite.
An
Kanye
anti-dentite.
West is an anti-dentite.
Yada, 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 yada.
George Lopez sat down to chat with Jennifer Hudson, and he explained why he's no longer looking for love. We have a little bit of audio of George talking about why he's not in the dating scene anymore.
George Lopez, why he's not dating anymore.
I've decided not to date anymore. You know, I'm 60, I'm gonna be 63, so I'm out of that. That relieves a lot of the issues that I had. But now I realize the only person I need to be in love with and have her love me back is my daughter Maya.
Oh.
So all my attention would go to her, yeah.
Okay.
So he
He's
and
an
his
interesting
daughter.
dude. Interesting dude.
He is interesting.
One of my buddies was his music director. Remember when he had a show, a late night show?
Yeah.
TBS.
It was on after Conan.
Yeah, it was like TBS. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, or was it Conan took his spot? So they fired Lopez and then moved Lopez. The whole thing was Leno came back and took Conan's spot on the Tonight Show, and then when
George.
Conan went to TBS, he made Lopez move.
It was a big deal. Like, I mean, they were really putting a lot behind it. It was like this big party, like George. It was the Lopez show or something like that. And this dude that worked for him said, like, really interesting guy, extremely intense, very driven, and they would call him King George.
Okay, now when somebody describes somebody's demeanor as intense, that means he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Not always.
George looks
He's
good,
so
though.
intense.
Not
Yeah.
always. I mean, that's what it takes to be successful. Like that.
No, well, fine. Fine.
I think George Lopez looks better now than he's ever looked.
You could say he's extremely driven. Man, that's an intense dude. If you told me, man, that's an intense guy,
I know some people
I'm
that
gonna steer away.
I would describe as intense, but that aren't douchebags. Hard to understand sometimes, but like
All right. I
Is intense the word? Because difficult is the woman or the word for women who are, assertive and bitchy. Difficult. Are men called intense when they're difficult and bitchy? Is that what you're saying?
no,
Yes.
not always.
Okay, good.
I don't think that's a very fair generalization. I understand what you're saying, but
Listen, the biggest reason that, this is important to George Lopez. He's rekindled a relationship with his daughter. She's 28 years old, and he and his wife, they divorced in 2010.
After she gave him a kidney. I think almost immediately after
How
she
do
gave
you
him a kidney.
know all this? His wife gave him a kidney? Wow.
There's a famous story of him. He needed
nice
a kidney
gift.
transplant. The wife gave him the kidney, and like within a couple months, he left her.
Damn.
Wow.
That's savage as hell.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's in there. Get it.
Thanks for the kidney.
Hang on, I can't find it.
Savage. Savage.
Anyway, George Lopez and his daughter, they were estranged until the pandemic, and so he is focusing on his relationship.
Yeah,
with her.
because you left mom after she gave you a kidney.
Yeah.
Damn.
Guys, Jerry Seinfeld says the movie business is over and has been replaced. He says, films do not occupy the same social and cultural significance they once did. He suggested that depression, confusion, disorientation has been replaced in movies. And he says film doesn't occupy the pinnacle of our social cultural hierarchy that it did for most of our lives. I kind of want to push back on this because I feel like the movies that come out now are either a distraction or they are depressed because we're all depressed.
I think he was being tongue-in-cheek about this, by the way.
Oh, really?
You do? I feel like he was, because he's saying it on the back of making a movie.
Yeah, his Pop-Tart movie comes out next week.
Yeah, and he was quoted as saying something like, the people that were making the movie have no idea that the movie business is over. Do you think maybe he's Seinfelding us? Like it's like a.
I think he's
like
just
a
being
bit?
tongue-in-cheek about like what did he say?
The societal and cultural significance is
No,
just
what was his quote?
about movies in general
Yeah.
being dead. He says the movie business is over, suggesting films do not occupy the same social and cultural significance they once did.
Instead, it's what?
He suggested that depression, confusion, and disorientation has
It's
replaced.
depression, confusion.
No, see, if you keep reading the article,
But if
he's-
you say it like Seinfeld,
yeah, it does
okay?
sound
I
like
hear
a
it in
joke.
his voice.
He continued and said something like, back in the day when we would watch movies, we'd go to the movies, we would feel something, and we would discuss it. And then now, he said, it's like you're so inundated, it's like walking through a fire hose with your eyes open,
Yeah.
trying to keep your eyes
What's
open.
the deal with dumbing down of society?
go on.
I mean, Rome is burning. Come out. I'm scared for my kids and their future. What could go right?
I will watch the Pop-Tarts movie. It
Oh,
looks,
me
it
too.
looks
May
Yeah,
3rd.
it's good.
silly.
When's this come out?
May
Next
3rd.
week.
What, really?
Next Friday, I think?
It's like the
whatever it is.
second I've heard of it.
But I do-
It's got a great cast, like Melissa McCarthy. It's got every comedian's
Everybody's
in it.
in it. Bill Burr plays JFK.
No, it's called Unfrosted.
Yeah, it's a tongue-in-cheek kind of take on the making of Pop-Tarts.
Well, because he's obsessed with cereals and
Yeah.
breakfast foods, right?
I love
The trailer
Pop-Tarts.
is great because it's as if a space shuttle's taken off, but it's a Pop-Tart inside a toaster being lifting off.
Who do you have on your Mount Rushmore of action heroes? TMZ had a special with Arnold and Sylvester Stallone last night, and they were asked, who is their action star Mount Rushmore? Here's what they said. We have audio
This
of it.
is a great question, and I do agree with what they said, but we should go around the room to see who they would want on their Rushmore.
Okay.
Oh, wow. That's a tough one.
I would put Clint on it. Clint Eastwood was always my hero, my inspiration. He was one of those guys, just like Rich Park in bodybuilding, that spent time with me and talked to me. And the fourth guy you have to come up with.
I think it goes to Bruce. He's a very multifaceted guy. He can do drama and comedy and whatever, and all the same. But he was in quite a few seminal action films.
All right, so Schwarzenegger said Clint Eastwood. Stallone said Bruce Willis.
Which is a great one. What's the Mount Rushmore? Mount Rushmore of
Of
what?
action stars.
Of action stars. Bruce Willis has to be on there just because he's like
Yeah.
the most I would never have predicted. If you met Bruce Willis before you seen him in the Die Hard stuff and all that kind of stuff, and somebody was like, "Yo, you want to watch this guy as the coolest action star for the next
Yeah,
couple?"
because he was in Moonlighting. That was like that's right. That was his big breakout. TV show was Moonlighting.
But you see him in that, and you're like, "Whoa, a balding middle-aged guy, and this is going to be attractive to everybody." Like it, and it was. He pulls it off.
Yeah.
And led the way for Statham.
You think he
and-
gets in just for that?
I think that's what it starts. But then you see him in things like, and I know not everybody likes Unbreakable or those kind of films. But what was the other one? 12 Monkeys.
Those are, but
like that guy rules.
Like, give me your
He was
top
incredible in
three.
those.
Your top three action stars.
I think. All right, so Bruce Willis got to be up there.
I mean, Arnold counts, right? He's on there.
If that's on your list, yeah. I mean, this is your Mount Rushmore.
Stallone.
For
when
me,
you
Arnold-
think of your action movies, who do you
For
think?
me, Arnold, Stallone.
Arnold can make a crappy movie with a crappy cast and a crappy script still make me want to watch
Sure.
it twice.
So there's four in Mount Rushmore,
Okay,
right?
so give me your
I think
four.
Stallone and Schwarzenegger. I think for everybody here, right?
Yeah.
Who would deny them being on Mount Rushmore?
I'm
of
going to
action
deny
stars?
it.
yeah.
Who is bigger than those?
Because
two?
I'm going to actually throw in some ladies because I watch movies differently. I like Charlize Theron.
Upside
and,
Down?
Yes. And Angelina Jolie were like my action people that I loved like growing up.
All right, so Tomb Raider.
So Tomb Raider, Mad Max Fury Road, two of my favorite
But you're
movies. to watch.
bumping Arnold and Sly for them?
No, yeah, I want mine to be a little different.
Man, without
Who's your
Demolition Man,
four?
Sly might be
I
off
wrote
of
down
there.
Keanu Reeves, Charlize, Angelina, and I'm going to go Christian Bale is on mine.
And action. So you bump Schwarzenegger and Stallone.
I didn't watch all these Arnold. Like, I love True Lies. That's my Arnold movie.
You fought the better the dead.
You not see Kindergarten Cop?
I did see Kindergarten Cop. Yeah.
Rafe, I want your four.
Ooh. Arnold and Sly are going on. And I would say probably Bruce Lee and
Okay.
maybe Jackie Chan.
Yeah, Jackie Chan for sure.
Dang.
Pure
Good
action.
one.
Now we're talking, because everyone else, I'm talking pure action.
I mean, Chuck
Like
Norris.
no one's winning an Oscar.
Harrison
on that
Ford.
list.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison
pretty
Ford
good.
could be up there.
Chuck Norris, man. Delta Force.
Tom Cruise.
You guys are forgetting Mr. John Wayne.
Van Damme. There's an argument for Van Damme.
Of course.
dude.
I think I will put Van Damme on mine.
That's
There's an argument for Van
That's
Damme.
a short argument.
I don't know. He's got some pretty banger action.
Who's
I'm
the
talking
guy in-
straight up.
Dude, Mel Gibson.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, Mel
Bird
Gibson.
on a
He's
Wire.
in the wings.
Yeah. Who's the guy in Jim Cotta? That guy.
Jim Cotta.
Kurt Russell.
Arnold is number one. Hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, has to be. And if anybody puts Steven Seagal on their action figure Mount Rushmore, we're sending them to a different planet.
No way,
Am I
dude.
right?
Oh, let me hold on one
guy
second.
can do it
Take
all.
off my number one there.
Nick Cage. Nick Cage is in the mix, too.
I know.
Nah, nah.
Yeah, for me, he's in the mix.
It's too many. No. Before Harrison Ford? Come on, man. Indiana
mean-
Jones and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Like, that's like...
Clint Eastwood. I'm trying to take actors off that have real chops.
Well, even...
That makes it easier for me if I'm like, well, if they did a movie where they didn't do action, where they actually showed they could act.
But aren't we just talking about action
I mean, I
stars?
guess Kindergarten Cop technically wasn't an action film, but it was, right?
Sure.
Junior.
Jason Statham belongs there way before Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Have you
Gerard
seen
Butler.
Beekeeper? All right, Vin Diesel.
Right.
Vin Diesel's been in 8,000 action movies.
but
All
if you-
Fast and Furious. But
Yeah, I started to say, you take Fast and Furious off the list, he's been in 3.
Mila Jovovich.
Sure.
Yeah, she's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
But yeah, back to the Bruce connection.
That's a good argument for her.
Some people say Sigourney Weaver for all the alien
Yeah.
stuff.
Agreed.
You know, that
Linda
is an
Hamilton.
awesome one.
Linda Hamilton.
So,
Okay.
that was kind of fun. Like, growing up as I'm a girl, so like, whenever action movies had chicks, it was just extra special because of course, all the dudes you're naming are excellent, but there were only so many women that were kicking ass.
I wanna hear
in
Scott's.
movies. Okay.
Oh, boy. Yeah, I think I got to go John Wayne, Charles Bronson,
Charles
Sly,
Bronson.
and maybe Liam Neeson.
You
So
don't
you're
have
leaving
Arnold?
Arnold off?
Yeah, he was. I like him and everything, but he just I love Cohen. I like some of those things, but he wasn't my guy. You know what I mean? Well, actually, I guess I would put. I'm going to go Mel Gibson before Liam Neeson.
Man, Arnold is the first two faces for me. There's only 2 spots left. And
I think you guys are wrong. You guys forgot Bronson. That's the king.
Charles Bronson.
But I know we were talking about acting chops and stuff too. But like, think of the roles that Arnold's in that aren't even like Twins or some of those other ones that are like comedies.
Yeah, they're fun and hilarious.
His actions and his comedy in there are way underrated. That dude is
He's
so
very talented.
freaking talented.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's not talented. He's definitely one of the. But
we could.
for me, my influences.
I'll give it to Lern for Keanu Reeves.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Whoa.
Keanu. Some dude.
He's so good. John
Point Break.
Wick.
Patrick Swayze.
Point Break.
Point Break.
The
Come on,
Matrix.
man. I am an FBI agent.
Something's got to give.
I win. It's what I do.
Matrix. Yeah, that's a good point.
Matrix. All the John Wick movies.
Oh,
He's
wait.
got some. He kind of aged into his action phase.
So did Liam Neeson.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, Liam Neeson's still cranking them out, dude. His new one's supposed to be good. It's getting good on Rotten Tomatoes.
Liam Neeson
I feel like he's
was-
made the same movie like 30 times in a row now.
You ever see Liam Neeson in was it Dark Man?
Yeah.
No.
It was like an old comic book movie from
Yeah.
like the
early
early
90s, early 90s, yeah. Where he's got the mask. It's kind of
His like head is wrapped.
yeah. It looks like Rorschach.
Yeah.
kind of, but
Dude, I'd make an argument for Kurt Russell. He's not on the getting on
Escape
Mount
Kurt
Rushmore.
Russell?
He's- Dude,
what about Jet Li? I mean, the guy is
course.
action.
Yeah, he
all
is.
the martial artists.
But Jackie Chan's.
Tough.
Yeah, man.
Jackie Chan's
That was a
great,
good
too.
choice. Levon Cleef, you can't leave him off this.
Who's
Hey,
that?
He's in all those westerns. Like he was in all the ones with Clint Eastwood. Like he was kind of the right hand man in the good, the bad, the ugly, and
There is a list that was made, and by the way, there's a few people that we forgot on the list, including there's people making arguments for Sean Connery and for Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah.
oh Denzel. Yeah,
Tom
I don't
Cruise,
look at
as
them
you
as
mentioned.
What about Will
Yeah.
Smith?
Paul Newman, Will Smith,
Will Smith's a good one.
Steve McQueen, Brad Pitt,
Yeah.
Burt Lancaster,
This is too tough.
Marlon Brando, Kirk Douglas, Errol Flynn, Al Pacino, Steven Seagal. Never mind, I'm burning this list.
They're not action stars though. They're in movies that happen to have action in them.
This list, who knows?
Did we even say? Did we say Cruise at all?
Yeah.
Okay.
This list has these four in order: Sylvester Stallone, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Clint Eastwood, Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Number 4. Mel Gibson being a number 5, and Bruce Willis number 6.
Yeah. Chan's a really.
I'm going to
good
hold back on the Mike Myers list for tomorrow. I'm going to save that for tomorrow if that's cool. Just a couple more stories, though. The first trailer for Deadpool and Wolverine smashed first-day viewing records with more than 365 million views. This made it the most first-day viewed Marvel Cinematic Universe trailer and the most viewed trailer in 24 hours ever, so congratulations to them. And finally, in social media news, Twitter is trying to become the new YouTube. X has announced that the new video app will allow users to see more video options from their social media site on TV. Rep said this is going to be your go-to companion for high-quality, immersive entertainment experiences on larger screens. It's still in development, but the new concept is going to be available soon on most smart televisions. And that is your crap on celebrities.
Thank you, Lern.
Celebrity celebrating a birthday today. My daughter's probably second favorite artist, and this dude does make great records. Joe Keery, known as Joe, D-J-O, as far as music goes. But this is Steve Harrington on Stranger Things.
Hairwink.
He's 32. Carly Pierce is 34. Tyson Ritter is 40. Kelly Clarkson is 42. Sasha Bareilles, that's Tracy in the Hangover movies, is 43. Rebecca Mader, the Wicked Witch on Once Upon a Time, is also Charlotte, the redhead on Lost. She's 47. Damon Lindelof, Lost creator, also helped create Star Trek Into Darkness, Tomorrowland, Prometheus, and more, is 51. Melinda Clark from the OC and the Dominatrix lady on CSI is 55. Rory McCann, the Hound from Game of Thrones, is 55 years old. Aidan Gillen, Peter Baelish from Game of Thrones, is 56. Cedric the Entertainer, St. Louis's own, is 60. I don't know how to say this guy's name, but it's like Jamon Hansu. That's the wizard in Shazam. He's an Aquaman, Guardians of the Galaxy, Captain Marvel. You know this guy. He's 60. Doug Clifford, 2 first names. That's the drummer for
The band.
Creedence Clearwater
Damn it.
Revival.
I knew it was around that era. Damn it.
Doug Clifford is 79. Barbara Streisand is 82. And Shirley MacLaine, Oscar winner for Terms of Endearment and a bunch of other stuff. Shirley MacLaine is, congratulations, 90 years old.
Also, happy birthday,
She made
Liv.
it.
Happy birthday to Liv Maddox.
Yep.
Liv.
85 today.
85
He's
as well.
85.
Congratulations. Today's porno birthday, which is pretty much brought to you by Patricia's, where Fun and Fantasy Meet, is Alexis Ford. And today's birthday girl has been in 208 fine films, including Battle of the Asses 5, Big Boob Car Wash 2, Bikinis No Weenies 2, Legendary Lesbians, OMG Stop Tickling Me, Size Does Matter 5, and Who Could Forget a Role, in 2011's She Wants Your Gear Shift. Alexis Ford is 36 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those were crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back, and we will play Riz Show Password. Whee! All right, so we'll get some people on the phone. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. You guys will pick a Riz Show teammate. Myself, Moon, Lern, or King Scott up for being teammates. Rafe will be the host of the show. Rafe will then show us in the studio here the password. We will try to give one-word clues to our teammates on the phone. Whoever gets the password right wins. 2 out of 3, and you got your choice of prizes. Point Fest, 5-Figure Death Punch, Cage Elephant, or Can You Feel the Punk Tonight tickets. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Ratio password is next. 8:02. Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1 and 2. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Severe delays, 270 eastbound between 55 and Missouri AB. Average speed about 25 miles an hour. Your point forecast today, mostly sunny skies, high of 70. Right now it's 47 at the Point Studio.
All right, it's time for Riz Show Password. Oh, my stomach just did a backflip.
Oh, no, you're nervous?
Yeah.
Oh, my. I love this game.
Oh, the past 2 days. Yesterday with Do It Bitch and now today.
Also, I do want to say I feel bad.
For what?
Well,
saying you hate me?
Yeah. I thought about it all night.
By my full name, Scott Rizzuto, I hate you.
I looked you dead in the face and said, I hate you, Scott
Not like
Rizzuto.
I thought about it 50 times yesterday, but it's okay.
And that was top shelf mean, and I do apologize.
He cried in the
publicly.
number 2 studio later in the day.
You did?
I get it. It was the passion flowing through you, and I understand.
I have an anger management problem.
And we're all about it here on the Riz Show. No, you showed
not managing anger.
Yeah,
We're all about it.
Nice.
That was the real you, and I appreciate it.
No, I don't really hate you. I lied on the radio.
That's
Only
fine.
on Tuesdays.
I wasn't. I didn't.
He
In
wept.
no way did I take that home and cry.
I rewatched the video Moon put, and I was noticing your hand movements as I was screaming at you, and I just felt terrible.
What was my hand movements?
You were just kind of. There was a lot of just splatting down the hand and nervous hand, and I felt bad.
My hands were nervous.
Just pretending to hit buttons on the board.
Also, my hands went Donald Trump. I was doing my Donald Trump hands the whole time.
You were Trump handsing?
Yeah.
I will.
What are you guys
It
talking
was a
about?
mess.
I was just comforting King Scott
Thank you.
as he wept.
Man, that's just group fun, dude.
Yeah.
Don't get hung up on none of that.
No, okay. So let's reset. The
Okay.
great reset here.
That's talking. That's
It's
that's
passion,
just
and
friends
I
working
appreciate
together, man. No big deal.
I'm a passionate person.
We got
I hate you all.
Mark and I, bass player for Greek and the Disney band. We kind of got into it yesterday. We were chirping about something, and the rest of the band, I swear, we just texted about it. I swear the band thought that we were screaming at each other and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
It's no, man, we've been working together for 20-something years. You just talk it out with loud voices. That's all you were
And
doing.
maybe one day, probably not, I'll say I hate your guts.
Probably.
Wow.
Plenty of
So
that.
when it happens, but
Yeah.
it's all coming from the heart.
This is year end, you know?
This is
It's out of love.
This is
It's
friend
out of
talk.
love.
It's friend talk.
All right, so we're going to play Ratio Password. So we'll get you guys, we'll get 2 people on the phone. You guys get to pick a Ratio teammate, myself, Moon, Lern, or King Scott. Rafe will give us here in the studio the password. We will then try to use one-word clues to have you guess the password. 2 out of 3 right, you win your choice of prizes, Point Fest tickets, 5-Finger Death Punch tickets, Cage the Elephant tickets, or tickets for the early show, May 11th at the pageant. Can You Feel the Punk Tonight? Rafe, what else?
Well, listen to all the clues.
Yes, please.
They are all connected. You can give the password will be one word. You can give one-word clues. No conjunctive language. If you hear me say form of, that means you're close. For example, if the word was pharmacy and you said pharmacist, I would say form of. You get one opportunity to correct your answer, or it goes to the next person. And I think that's about it.
After 5 back and forths, we'll give you the clues again.
And proper nouns are allowed.
Proper nouns are allowed.
Proper nouns are allowed as clues.
Okay.
Proper nouns will not be the password.
Right.
For
Okay.
example, Marilyn Monroe won't be the password, but you could say Monroe if you wanted to say, maybe the password was glamour or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You're welcome to use proper nouns as a clue, but they will not be used as the password.
All right. Josh in Freeburg. Josh, good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, man.
All right, Josh, pick a teammate.
Moon.
Yeah, feeling
Josh
good.
and Moon. Okay.
Feeling good. Me and
Hang
you.
on, Josh. Kayla, hello.
Hi, good morning.
Hey.
Hey.
All right, Kayla, pick a teammate.
Gotta go with my girl, Lern.
Let's go, babe.
Okay.
Love
Let's
that.
go, girl.
I love this matchup. Kayla and Lern, Josh and Moon. Rafe, if you would, please administer the password.
All right. I'm administering the first password. Can you see it? I had to use a silver marker. It's not as...
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, show Scott there.
It's not as great as... All right. The first password has been administered because Moon was chosen first. Moon, you will be the first person. And who is your partner?
Josh.
And who is Lern's partner?
Kayla.
Should I get this right? Lern and Kayla.
Okay, Josh, listen up. Kayla, also pay attention. Here we go.
Do I have to do this? Do I have to do this clue, or can I pass?
No, you cannot pass.
You have
I
to go
cannot
first
pass.
because
Okay.
you were chosen first.
Josh, the first clue is attracting.
Attracting.
Josh.
I have no idea. Woman. I don't know.
Woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Kayla. Refrigerator.
Electric?
Okay. Moon.
Josh, your clue is metal. metal. Metal.
I don't know.
Metal.
Nettle.
Ray.
What'd you say? Ray?
Trey.
Trey.
Okay, here we go. Kayla. Stick.
Cold.
You guys are gonna drive Riz crazy.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay, Josh. Remember all the other clues.
No, just give your clue.
Just give your clue.
Okay, you're right. Sorry. Let's see. Man, I got a couple options here.
Got an unlocker, Riz?
I think so.
I think so too.
Let's say repel.
Magnet.
There you go.
Magnet was the word.
Yeah, Josh.
Magnet
Yeah,
was
Josh.
the word.
Yeah, baby.
I was going to say poles.
Poles, I think, would have
Poles.
Yeah, but I figured if we didn't get there yet,
Yeah, that
polls
was my
wasn't going to
only-
help us.
You might
Attra-
may be right about that.
Attracting
Could I have
refrigerator
said-
metal.
I guess I couldn't have said magneto, right? That would have been too close.
No, that would have.
Can't use
All right, hey.
And then you would have been good.
Oh my God! Whoa!
That's how extreme we go.
That's
on
how
this.
he says I hate you.
I know.
All right, so Josh and Moon are up 1.
All right, I'm administering the second password. Moon, because you won, you have the opportunity to play and or pass. Not and, or pass.
You know what? I have confidence in myself, and I have confidence in Josh.
Okay.
I will accept this challenge
Okay.
to take the first clue.
All right, here we go. First clue of the second password.
Josh, your first clue is ramen.
Noodle.
There it is.
Damn.
Wow. Good clue. Sorry, Kayla.
Sorry, Kayla.
Okay.
That was
I'm going
nice.
to do a little something different next.
Oh, really? What are you gonna do?
Hang on, Josh.
Good job, Josh. Well done.
Okay.
Good job, Moon.
Uh-oh.
Thank you. Good job, Lern.
What do we got? What are we doing?
He's going rogue.
I'm going rogue here a second. Cynthia, hello.
Hello.
Pick a
Good
teammate.
morning. I'm going with Lern.
Okay, Cynthia and Lern. Okay, I'm going to throw myself in.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to be a contestant,
All right.
and we'll see if Cynthia could beat me. And I get to pick a teammate. Because you guys are all like, well, you're not playing, so it's hard for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody talking trash?
Somebody always talks trash.
No, no.
You know,
Okay.
I'm throwing myself in the mix here.
Okay, so
and I'm going to have Moon as my teammate.
All right.
All right.
Well,
So what I'm
who's
gonna-
giving clues and who's guessing?
He's
You're the
guessing.
guesser.
I'm guessing.
He's against
Moon's
Cynthia.
giving
Moon
clues.
is your clues.
So I'm
Cynthia,
gonna,
we must win. We must
Okay,
win
hang on.
these men.
Hang on. Let me.
Got you.
Go.
Okay.
Riz and Moon.
Going
Okay,
to
hang on. I'm shutting my eyes.
And Learn's first.
Your eyes.
Yeah, I'm over here. You can't.
I just won't show that side of the room.
Okay. Oh boy.
You guys get it?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, here we go.
We have
I'm
a
gonna play
caller
as
named
if I'm
Scott
on the phone.
Rizzuto who's going to play. Who is your surrogate?
Moon.
Who's your surrogate to win if you win?
Nobody. Cynthia's just playing against me.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
If I win, then
No
nobody
one
gets,
benefits if
then
we
nobody
win.
gets nothing.
Oh my gosh. All right,
That's
Cynthia.
how this works.
Get in my brain, girl. We got this.
Oh, we got this. Riz.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Learn, you were chosen first, so Learn, you will be giving the first clue.
Okay. Painter.
Painting. Brush.
No?
Incorrect.
Remember, I don't know the password,
Oh,
so.
I'll keep track. I'll let you know. I'll do the buzzer.
Riz,
Yeah.
your clue is. It sucks looking at your eyes. Your clue is stand.
Easel.
Damn it. All right. That's okay. We get another chance. We get another chance. These two are psychotic together.
Yeah!
We're high-fiving.
Little twins. All right.
All right. Close your eyes.
Okay.
Mystery caller Scott. Moon and Scott Rizzuto, since you did win, you do have the opportunity to play play or pass. Not and or.
Let's see.
Moon, what do you do?
You know what? I think I'm going to. I'll pass.
All right, Moon has passed.
Give you a
Okay.
chance.
All right. Here we go. Here we go.
All
Cynthia.
right, Cynthia.
Yes.
Music.
Note. Password. Music. Note.
Okay. Incorrect. All right. Keep that in mind.
Up next.
Okay.
You'll have like a little weasel.
This is for humor. I'm okay. Skin.
Flute. Yeah. Bye, Cynthia.
We know each other too well, dude.
Oh, you guys are terrible. And that was the clue. That's good.
Bye-bye, Cynthia. Man.
Skin. Flute.
Of course.
Yeah, you knew.
I knew. I think if you would have said skin first, I would have said flute.
Oh my
Like,
God.
regardless.
Best friends.
I think we're unstoppable.
Yeah, you are the unstoppable duo.
I think we're unstoppable.
You want to keep going?
Let's do it again.
Let's run it back.
Bobby.
Hey, what's up?
All right, Bobby, you got King Scott this time.
Yay.
All right.
I don't want Bobby now.
All right, now I'm playing too.
What a day.
I'm playing too.
Hang on, you pick me.
All right, fine. Learn and I.
Yeah, you too.
Learn and I.
Let's go. Get
All
out
right,
of
we're
your
locking it
weird romance you guys have. There we go.
All right, so it's King Scott and Bobby versus Learn and Riz. Okay. Wait on.
All right. Learn and Riz versus King Scott and Bobby. King Scott, since you were ad hoc chosen first.
Show Moon the password. You know it? Show Moon.
Since you were ad hoc chosen first, you must go first.
Okay.
So feel free.
You want to do the buttons?
I'm gonna let Learn go first.
No, you have to go first.
Oh, I thought I could choose that. All right, so I'm gonna say.
Well, already.
I'm gonna say. Rock.
Rock. R-O-C-K.
Mountain.
Correct.
Okay. Little.
Stone.
No.
Okay.
Oh, damn it, Bobby, you are breathing heavy.
Woo, Bobby.
Damn, Bobby.
That's a good breed.
Bobby.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna say gravel.
Pebble.
There it is.
Nice.
Correct.
And you didn't want me as your teammate.
I blew that one.
All right.
I blew that one.
Listen to
I
all
blew
the
that
clues.
one. Yes.
Listen to all
I
the
did
clues.
listen to all the
tickets.
clues.
Still.
Rock, little. Stone, please. Little pebble.
You blew that, Riz.
We did
on
good.
you.
We did good.
My next.
Once I said stone, I
Thank
said
you,
I should have said pebble.
As your
All right.
former beloved
No
teammate.
problem.
I should have said that's on me,
That's-
guys.
hey,
That's
that's
on
all
me. That's on me. Bobby, stop breathing.
I love Bobby's
I
laugh.
have administered the second password.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
You didn't see it, did you?
No, I didn't. I swear to God.
I believe you. Just to make sure.
With the integrity of this game.
We wouldn't want to harm the integrity.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Scott.
All right, Scott, because you did win, you have the opportunity to play or pass to learn. What would you like to do?
Oh, boy. I'm going to pass.
Crystal.
Coming out hard. Crystal is your clue.
Skull.
No.
King Scott.
Gemstone.
Pubic zirconia.
No.
It's 2 words.
2 words. The password
yeah.
will not be 2 words.
Healing.
Stone.
No.
You're starting to sound like the callers.
What? That was from last time, you
I know.
douchebags.
Hey, cool.
You could have thrown me a curve and put that word as the one.
Could have.
Never know.
I'm going to say watch.
Watch, Bobby.
Don't have a clue.
First word that comes
Watch
to
was
mind.
literally the clue.
You've had 4
You've had multiple clues, actually.
4 clues, in fact.
Yeah.
Take a guess.
5 seconds.
Jim.
Gem. Okay. Clear.
Glass.
No.
All right, there have been 5 clues. Bobby, listen up. I'm going to give you a summary of clues before you get your 6th clue from King Scott. The clues were crystal, gemstone, healing, watch, and clear. That's crystal, gemstone, healing, watch, and clear. And King Scott, give your 6th clue to Bobby.
Okay. Let's see here. I'm going to go with what do I say here?
I don't know.
I'm going to say
I don't know, Scott.
geode.
Say.
Geode.
That's a good one.
Is it a diamond?
Not a diamond.
It's quartz.
It's quartz. Way to go.
It is, got it. It is quartz.
Nice.
And he did
There
it
we go.
That was tough. That was a tough one.
without a clue.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. 2-2 or 1-1.
I got where you said watch.
Yeah, 'cause-
I connected it.
Yeah, it's a brand.
There we go.
I thought rock or mineral would probably be the only other clues.
That's a tough
say
word.
rock yet?
That's a
No, I
tough
guess we
word.
didn't.
Was a tough word.
All right, last one for the win, Bobby.
For the win, Bobby. Bobby Bananas. All right. It has been administered. Learn since you and Scott Rizzuto won. You have the option to play or pass.
We're going to play.
Oh,
The clue is joke.
comic.
No.
All right, Bobby. Let's go with brain teaser.
Okay, that's 2 words, but
What? No, it's 1 word.
well, okay.
Riddle.
It is riddle.
It is riddle. Well
There
done.
you go, Bobby. You beat Riz.
Bobby.
Wow.
Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby.
All right, damn it, Bobby. Hang on.
Nice work.
All right.
Well done.
There we
Damn,
go.
y'all.
Joke
Brain,
riddle.
That is 1 word, right?
brain teaser is 2 words. We gotta like
We're going to give it. We can't take the tickets away from
no,
Bobby.
it can't.
Oh, so
I'm glad
you should-
Bobby
There's
got it.
controversy.
It is 2
Of course,
words.
there's
Of course,
controversy.
But we gotta
Controversy.
work on that.
Sorry.
Great
2
games.
words.
Great games.
All right, fine, guys.
No more? Oh,
Oh, you want to do one more?
sure. There's
got
somebody
2
on
more
the phone,
people on
isn't
the
there?
line.
Oh, let's do it. Let's give out some tickets.
This is it. This
Okay.
is it.
Are you playing again?
No.
Okay.
All right, Debbie. Hello.
Now that
Pick
you've gone
somebody.
down.
Hi, I'm going to pick Moon because I really want tickets to his show. So this is on you, Moon.
I'm working for you.
Punk rock. I'm sorry, punk rock. Punk rock Disney on the line.
All right, let's do this.
Matt Litchfield. Pick somebody.
We'll go you, Riz.
All right.
All right.
You are lying again. All right.
Just when I think I'm out, I'm sucked back in.
Moon, because you were chosen first, you will
Yeah.
be going first. I'll administer password 1 now.
Man.
Whoa. Okay, Debbie, I got a clue for you.
Okay.
The clue is lighthouse.
Oh, geez, lighthouse. Lake.
Matt, homing.
Beach.
We're never getting this.
This is going to be bad.
We're never getting this one.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, no,
You'll
I'm
get
sorry,
it, Debbie. Don't worry.
Okay, let's say, okay. Man.
Debbie's third clue is
Signal.
Searchlight.
I know. Well,
Tower, Matt.
tower. Matt.
Oh boy. Power.
Why'd you choose this word?
this is a big word.
To destroy you.
So tough.
Damn it, Rafe. Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Matt.
Oh boy, I have no clue.
No clue. Moon, fifth clue to Debbie. Debbie, your fifth clue is
Warning.
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 Debbie.
Searchlight. Signal. I just think signal.
Okay. Signal. That is not correct. I will now reread 5 clues that have been given before Moon administers his next clue. Or is it Riz's turn?
It's Riz's turn.
It's Riz's turn. Here we go. The clues are light, homing.
No. Lighthouse.
Lighthouse, excuse me. Lighthouse, homing, signal, tower, warning. Lighthouse, homing, signal, tower, and warning. And Moon, give the 6th.
No,
Excuse me, Riz, give the 6th clue.
Matt, do you have it yet, or should I give another clue?
You got to give another clue.
Blinking.
Good clue.
Light.
The light was already.
Let's say
Warning light, tower light, signal.
radio.
Oh, geez. That's.
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
jeez.
Humanity.
Riz, you ruined this game already.
No, you ruined this game.
Stop it.
Debbie coming in hot.
I'm going to say. Okay, I'm going to say strobe light. It's all I can think of.
Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say you guys can stop saying light of any kind. And
Thank you.
I'm going to go ahead and just take that off the table. Light is not in it.
Frequency.
What'd you say?
Frequency.
No. You didn't give a clue. Matt,
Man.
Didn't give a clue.
let me give a clue.
Wait, I gotta guess.
Wait, just let me give
let
a
him give a
clue,
clue.
and then maybe just hit me
And
with
then
it.
keep your guess in your pocket. You may be right.
Let's say, lost.
Radar.
No. When is this going to end?
When someone gets it right.
I mean, we can dump now and go another word if you want.
No.
If you want to give up.
We're
Yeah.
Never getting there.
Do it.
We're going the distance.
No, Moon, come on.
Matt, you
I
with
really
me
want
still?
tickets to
Matt, you with me still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
That sounds sad. These have been good clues, by the way.
Warning.
Oops.
It's already been said.
I haven't been writing. I have not been writing down words.
That's okay. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
Well, hope that one helps again.
Can you give a guess, Matt? Even though that was already said.
I said frequency. Active.
Okay, we're at 10 tries. I'm going to give the words one more time. This is going to be the final opportunity.
Can I?
You could do rhymes
Can we
with.
do
can't you?
rhymes with?
We cannot.
Oh,
We cannot do rhymes with. Listen closely, because the truth
I
is in
hate
here.
you, Rafe Williams.
I know you do. This has been the best part of my morning, to be honest with you. All right. Light. Homing. Lighthouse.
Lighthouse.
Starting over. Lighthouse. Homing. Signal. Tower. Warning. Blinking. Radio. Lost. Warning again. Lighthouse. Homing. Signal. Tower. Warning. Blinking. Radio. Lost. And yet again. Warning.
Debbie, the next clue is beeping.
Debbie,
Keeping. Right.
please tell me you didn't say light again.
We got.
Please tell me, for the
No,
love
no.
of God, you didn't just say light
We
again.
got to be done with this. Help me.
Help me.
Help me.
Beep, 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 beep.
I don't think people have this word in their
It
vocabulary.
is not something that somebody normally uses.
Yeah, I'm going to say that. That's a clue.
We just gave out a lot of clues, actually.
Debbie, just say something.
All right, Debbie.
Yeah. Emergency.
All right. No, the word is beacon. The word was
the
beacon.
word was
We're
beacon.
going to dump the word.
Wow.
Your next clue would have been
Beacon.
help me.
Help!
I was going to try something weird and say Kevin. Like, so
Kevin
Beacon.
Beacon?
You know what? That might work.
Kevin
may have
Beacon.
worked.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Would you have gotten it there, Matt? Kevin Beacon?
No.
Okay. Was Beacon anywhere in the neighborhood?
I thought homing was a great
Homing was a good
and I mean, they were good.
I was hoping that
Blinking.
homing Beacon would have been it, and that would have been.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, for time's sake, this is the end. This is the
This is
last
it.
one.
Last word.
Last
For
word.
all
Last
the
word.
money.
For all the money, this
Debbie
is it.
and Matt. Here
4
is your
people have
word.
driven off a bridge already.
Here's your word. It is not as difficult as the last word.
Okay, so I started last time. So I should get this since we blanked it.
He blanked it, so if you started last time, you'll start again this time.
That's
since
right.
Nobody won.
Debbie, your clue is grand.
Grand finale.
Finale.
I don't know.
Finale.
Oh, I see. That's not bad.
Riz,
Okay.
administer the clue.
Arizona.
Canyon.
Yes. Yes. Canyon.
Sorry, Debbie.
Canyon feel
Sorry, Debbie.
tonight. Not Debbie.
All right. Thank you, Matt. Oh, God. Thank God.
Look at the dejection in this room.
Wow.
Yeah, I was on a
We've
high.
been through it.
Beacon, man.
Beacon, baby. Tore us apart as a family,
It really did.
and I love it.
Help me.
Did anybody out there in
Help.
Radio Land get Beacon?
People in the chat were guessing Beacon.
Oh man, I forgot to shut the chat down. We're supposed to shut that down for this one so people aren't cheating.
That's
but they
all right.
definitely were
Well, they
not
weren't
cheating.
I'm seeing on the instant feedback, Beacon.
It was in there.
Hey, that was a good one. Hey, give her tickets anyway, Scott.
No, she's gone.
Okay.
Why does she deserve tickets?
Sorry, Debbie.
She didn't get Canyon.
Call back. Call back tomorrow.
She didn't get Canyon. She's out.
I get it.
All right, we'll take a break.
Oh man, what a good time. What a good time.
Let's do some news after the break. No, let's do some emails after the break. Emails, and then we'll get to some news. It is 8:40. It is Wednesday, traffic and weather. Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and June 2nd. Tickets available now at www.raceway.com. Right-hand block due to a crash 64 westbound at Outer 40 Road. Looks like there's also some severe delays still piling up. 270 eastbound between Tesson Ferry and Missouri AB. Average speed down to about 20 miles an hour. Your point forecast, mostly sunny skies. High of 70. Right now it's 52 at the Point Studio.
Happy birthday, Riz.
Boy, Riz Show password. I tell you what, it's quite the polarizing game for the Riz Show listeners out there.
I bet.
BP says, retire this game immediately. It's awful. To that, I reply no. The very next thing on Twitter is password is the best. On the instant feedback, Simon writes, this game is the worst. And I wrote back, you're the worst.
Boom. Roasted.
And I wrote that too. Boom, roasted. Got him, guys.
Got his ass.
Boom, roasted.
Got him. You listened, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
It's
there we
almost
go.
as if there's no pleasing the masses.
Listen, I just want everybody to be happy. That's it. If Simon's unhappy, then I'm unhappy.
Yeah.
We'll play which hand is the coin in for you, Simon, so it's something you can play along with, buddy.
It's fine. I love you, Simon. Thanks for hanging in there.
Simon.
Hey, all right, millennials.
Yes.
How old are they?
They're my age, 39.
Your age, okay. 39, 40. What kind of tattoos are millennials getting?
Oh, dude. I'm
They
getting.
got sweet ones.
Yesterday, I showed Tim a design of a tattoo that I'm hoping to get, and he was like, ugh.
Oh, yeah? What
Yes,
is it?
I love it.
You don't want to say?
I don't
Oh, my
wanna
goodness.
say,
You don't
but
want to say?
I showed him a couple of options, and there was one that he did like, and I was like, okay. And, that matters.
There's a big tattoo shop in San Diego, and they were interviewed, and they were saying what millennials are coming in, what kind of tattoos they're getting. What do you think the most popular millennial tattoos are?
That infinity thing, the symbol, the
You
infinity
think it's coming
symbol.
back?
I think that's on
The
everybody.
so the figure eight infinity?
That's the official logo on everybody's body as I'm a millennial.
Infinity signal, yes, that they did mention infinity signals.
Whoa. Man, I hate to say this, but okay, so millennials are hitting the age where maybe they're losing some parents or relatives or friends, and at the same time, they also have kids. So are names on there?
Names was not on here.
Teardrops.
There was
surprising.
one specific tattoo that millennials had gotten when they were younger, and now they're getting covered up.
Oh.
Tribal.
No.
Kanji.
No.
The sun, the sublime sun.
Is it like an Chinese symbolage?
No. It's a pop culture thing.
The mustache.
What?
The little mustache on the finger?
No.
None of those.
A pop culture thing.
It's a pop culture thing. It had its time.
Marvin the Martian.
It had its time when millennials were younger, and now they're like, ooh.
The Tasmanian Devil.
No.
Peace
Millennials were getting Harry Potter tattoos, specifically the Deathly Hollow symbol.
I don't know
I've
anything
seen
about that.
billions of those.
Do you know what that is? The
They're-
Deathly Hollow symbol?
They're everywhere. The triangle with the circles.
Yes, the triangle with the circle.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
Pull it up.
Oh, dude, they're everywhere.
I always thought it was like a Pink Floyd thing or something.
No, that's the Deathly Hollow symbol, and now they're getting cover-ups on those. Frogs and cowboy hats are also very popular.
What?
I have a frog. It's from the Silverchair record.
Frog and a cowboy
This
hat.
triangle with the circle on the
Oh,
line.
that's cool. Why are they getting that covered up? It's so.
Because they're sick of people going, are you a Coheed fan?
Oh, that's Cody
No.
Cambria?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
it's close. It's close.
The thing I showed Tim yesterday was the sun, and he's like, this looks like a Godsmack tattoo.
Oh, yeah, we don't want that.
Well,
Frogs and
Nobody wants
cowboy
that.
hats are very popular among millennials.
not over here.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. They said specifically why.
The sun was the thumbs down.
Yeah.
What was the thumbs up?
It's a different type of sun.
Oh, so now all sun-related things are out because of Godsmack?
I guess so.
No,
at
just
least
the
in my
cheese
house.
ball tribal looking ones.
But it wasn't the cheese ball tribal looking one. It
You
was
gotta
like
put it
very
over your belly
dainty
button.
and
Don't screw Tim.
luxurious.
Hang on. Do you think your partner should have some sort of say? That's an interesting conversation.
you have
Yeah,
to
I
see
mean,
it. And if it's gross, you don't want to see it.
And
and
is it less about the tattoo and more about the placement? Where are you talking about?
well, I have my little crescent moon on my left, and I'm getting a little sunshine on my right. My dualities. I think it's very symbolic for me.
On your right wrist.
On my right wrist, yeah, and I already have tattoos on my wrists. I'm trying to even them up. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't care. He can get whatever. He just got like a orange leaf tattooed on his wrist, and I didn't know anything about it till it happened. So I didn't care.
I can imagine, though, you being less keen or him being less keen to say, that's cool if you're like, check out the sun. I want to get a giant chess piece.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's itty bitty. It's not big.
Well, listen, like my wife could do whatever she wants to do. You know, she has body autonomy. I could give my suggestions.
Yeah.
Just as if she could say, your beard is out of control. I don't like it. And I say, okay, that is noted.
Riz's suggestion would sound more like,
Noted.
I would hate that. I would hate to see that on you every day.
Why are you going to get a swastika tramp stamp?
Well, that's a bit extreme.
Oh,
Pretty popular right now with millennials.
No, it's actually druid. No, honey, I think it's
It's an ancient Indian symbol for
honey,
hope
I
and
think it's
peace.
been co-opted.
It may have been
But he's
hijacked.
got a cowboy hat.
And a Deathly Hallows thing
God.
hanging from it.
Yeah, Lern, might I recommend a frog with a cowboy hat on? Just I'm throwing it out
no,
there.
I don't do
You know,
any. I
another-
don't like that.
I feel like a newer tattoo I've been seeing that I think will be the trendy tattoo people regret is the. It almost looks like a nature tree line. Seen a lot of those like around someone's arm where it almost
Where it's
looks
all
like
black.
it almost looks like a
Yeah.
timber line, like
Yeah.
of woods or something like that.
I kind of love that.
It looks cool
I like
on
the nature.
t-shirts.
I
They
like
look
the
cool,
nature
but I've
stuff.
been seeing a lot of them. They look like a tag from a Patagonia jacket, and I just feel like they're going. Those are going to be the ones in like 15 or 20 where people are like,
They're going to be the Harry Potter ones.
they're
we're
going to be the
covering up.
Chinese letters or the barbed wire or the ones that just were. There's always like ones that gain popularity and then end up getting covered up. Or you keep them as like a sign of.
Yeah, they're saying all the Harry Potter tattoos are now being covered up. But I thought the Deathly Hallows symbols looks
Kinda
kind of
nice.
cool. I mean,
I didn't know that that's where it
I didn't
came
know.
from.
I didn't know that's what it was either.
Just thought it was geometric.
I've seen the crap out of those though. I've seen a lot of those. I had no idea what that was.
I remember the first couple times that I saw him, I honestly did make the mistake. I was like, oh, sweet, Coheed fan. They're like, it's Harry Potter, you idiot.
And you're talking about the band Coheed and Cambria.
Because they got some
They got
sort of
symbols
symbol.
and-
Yeah, let's see. Coheed.
Didn't 30 Seconds to Mars also
The
have
first
kind of
one to
that
do
symbol?
it was Zeppelin,
Yeah, with the Zoso.
the Zoso.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like it's a triangle with a circle and a bunch of other circles, looking like crop
Yeah.
circles or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I had a buddy who had all the Zeppelin
Got
symbols
those timber
tattooed
lines.
on.
Yeah,
That's
those
cool.
were for each
Moon.
member of the band.
Yeah, each member of the band their own symbol.
Look up those timberline tattoos I was talking about. I want to see if you guys. I feel like they didn't know what I was meaning.
For some reason, I do the frog with the cowboy hat looks pretty neat.
This looks like a Bob Ross
look.
painting made into black and white and then
Yeah.
put around somebody's
Yeah,
arm.
that's cool. Can
The
you
ones
look
I'm
up?
talking about are more like that circle one there that look like a Patagonia.
Can you look up
tag.
frog and cowboy hat? Because I
He
think I'm
wants
going to
to
go.
Frog and cowboy.
You'll want one if you
Frog
see
in
this.
a cowboy hat.
This is what Lern's getting now.
Frog. Oh, frog in a cowboy
In
hat?
a cowboy
Oh,
hat.
you talking about the meme, dude? The one that went all racist for a minute?
Oh, yeah, the weird,
No, not the
grumpy-looking
Pepe
frog.
one.
Pepe, that's
What
right.
else are you talking about?
I mean, Kermit wore
My
one.
nephew was
He's not
drawing that thing
racist.
on things, and I was like, please stop.
A frog in a cowboy hat like this? Like this is what people are doing?
That's what people are doing.
What does this mean?
That means you're cool. That means I'm down to party. DTP.
See, this is what I think you're talking about.
Pepe?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
Pepe's
Pepe's
weird
not always
looking.
wearing a cowboy hat.
A frog in a cowboy hat.
I'm just telling you, the people at this big tattoo shop in San Diego, that's what they're saying. Frogs and cowboy hats are popular. Disney-themed tattoos as well. Ink of popular cartoon characters and infinity symbols. Those are the big ones. Anyway, let's get to some emails. RizShow at 1057thepoint.com.
Email is brought to you by Kloss Furniture. Lowest prices guaranteed. We have something for everybody. Well, you know what? We were just talking about the game, password, and we had a fun game yesterday.
Yep, do a pitch. Yes,
and a lot of
controversial.
people loved you, Riz, for your take on your questions. And here's one that says, why make the question confusingly worded when you could have clearly asked cartoon TV shows?
I know.
It's not our job to interpret Riz with the...
I know. If he missed yesterday's, so the category was, I said TV cartoons, and then Lern came in and just started rattling off characters. I had meant TV cartoon shows, which I should have said, and I admitted that, yes, it was unclear, and we redid the round. Okay?
I had to hate you first, though.
You said you hated me, and I admitted. I was
And then you got
kinda-
called a simp a lot.
And
so.
Lern and
I
I are
was
the first to
frozen.
get 3 correct and still lose.
And then
wow.
you guys, then
Wow.
you came at me with MLB teams,
And you got it.
and I got it.
Okay, so why are you complaining about something you actually won?
Look at me more. Keep me out of this, man. I don't want to be a part of any of this stuff anymore.
Yeah, I came at you with MLB teams, and you actually got it right.
Right. I was fueled on rage.
This person
was
said
on
it's
it,
not
man.
their job to interpret your crazy brain.
No, I get it. I should have been more clear, and I admit I made a mistake, and we redid the round.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay,
All is
jerk.
And
Next.
I apologize.
The next
You were
person
awesome.
says
You were on it yesterday.
99% of the time I agree with Riz, but that game, Do It Bitch, was the other 1%. Riz was way out of pocket.
Okay.
You need to be specific with the question if you want a specific
lesson
answer.
learned, guys.
Lots of support for you on our Instagram post.
Yeah, everything was great.
So.
People love you.
Okay.
Yeah, there
I
was.
took the heat yesterday. It's fine. I'll take it.
We had protesters out front of the station.
Yeah. A lot of people angry at me this week. All right, next.
Entertainment reviews. Been wondering for a while, what are Riz's top 3 or top 5 favorite Jane's Addiction tunes? I know nobody asked, but mine are Summertime Rolls, Thank You Boys, Mountain Song, and Pigs in Zen.
I'll take 3 days. I'll take Summertime Rolls, and I'm going to go. I'm trying not to say hits.
All of those hits?
Been Caught Stealing's a great
I mean,
song.
Mountain Song, Jane says. I mean, those are great songs. Been Caught Stealing, great song. But I want to go like more of like a deeper cut, like Classic Girl.
All right.
All right.
All right, there you go. There are my 3.
All right.
Next.
Let's get to food. I have a couple questions about the silicone popcorn bowls. What's the brand of popcorn kernels that Riz say is always the best? What oil do you use in the bowl before popping? I just bought a silicone bowl, and I don't want to look like an
All right,
idiot
here
when
we
I make
go.
some for the first time.
It's Ella and Ollie, which is the popcorn brand.
Local company, right?
Local company, excellent.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Orville Redenbacher could suck it, okay?
They got a yellow and a white kernel. Both are
Both are good. I do like the yellow kernel a little better.
They're a little bigger.
And they come
But
in a nice
Orville,
jar.
Your days are numbered, buddy.
Do you
Orville Redenbacher.
do you oil it before?
I do. I put a little avocado oil in.
So we put a little oil too, but do not make the mistake of salting
No, don't salt it
before because the salt burns.
Don't salt it before. Put a little a neutral oil.
Avocado.
I've experimented with different types of oils.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I've oiled up myself for
And?
research.
And
puts the popcorn in dry.
For science.
Yes,
Stood outside the microwave.
as a control. We're getting. Yeah, I got real, Bill Nye the Science Guy, and you guys. I oiled up I greased up myself and put the.
Bill Nye the naked guy. Just wow.
Got in the tub, popped around a little bit, see what it felt like.
Prepare to be ruined though, because once you have like a really good high quality popcorn, you realize you've been cheated your entire life.
Right.
Your parents didn't love you. No one that handed you that cancer bag stuff loved you, and that stuff is terrible compared to a good.
Compared to like good
fresh popcorn.
honestly, if you use like the cheap stuff, it tastes almost stale.
Right.
It tastes almost stale compared to the good stuff.
Only the good stuff makes me love popcorn.
So I've tried olive oil. I've tried peanut oil. I've tried avocado oil. I tried even like bacon.
Sunflower oil?
No, I
Bacon
didn't try
fat.
it.
You put bacon fat in there?
Yeah, I tried.
wow.
And
Probably salt
It was
up.
okay.
Oh.
It was all right.
whoa.
Coconut oil is really good.
I tried ghee, but I have found that avocado oil works the best.
You stood outside the microwave in your yellow belt and ghee?
Yeah, I wore a ghee. I wore a ghee. So yeah, but you got to watch though. Microwave times may vary. Usually for me in the pocket's like 2 minutes and 15 seconds, 2 minutes 30 seconds. But if you go over, if you over microwave and it burns right away. That's the one thing with microwave popcorn. You got to be
I
on
hate
it.
that smell.
You got to be on it. Because one burnt kernel and you're done. The whole batch sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Next.
If you're in a Walmart parking lot and some guy is kicking the crap out of some girl, or a dog even, doesn't matter if the guy is bigger than you or not, if he doesn't stop, after you say, called the cops, he still doesn't stop. Do you physically intervene until the cops get there?
Here's what I do. I take out my phone and start recording and do nothing.
Ooh, that's brave.
Because that's what people seem to be doing now.
I get loud. I think if I saw somebody like physically hurting someone else or a dog,
I would like to
get
say
nuts.
I would like to say I would help out.
I'd be screaming. I don't know if I would actually touch anyone, but I would be like on the phone screaming. Yeah.
I would like to say that I would help out. If I see somebody getting their ass, like a woman getting her ass kicked,
Or a dog.
yeah, I would like to say that I would. I have not been in this situation.
What if it's a guy? What if it's a guy beating up another guy? They're the same size.
No.
What if it's a guy beating up a smaller guy?
If it's clearly over the line of like this guy has no chance and will beat this man to death. Yes.
What was the email? The email was dog, right?
No, email is woman or dog.
Yeah. This is where you administer my favorite brand of swamp justice. You smash the gavel. I don't know. We've talked about it before. I know that it's not a free pass. You're probably going to have to answer some questions with the authorities, but that's what I would probably this is where I would administer a very heavy dose of swamp justice.
And there's videos all the time.
It's hard to prosecute.
And you could look around on the social medias where people are clearly in distress and people are standing around.
I know.
Dude, I think you got to be a distraction though. And if the guy's, whenever he's not paying attention, you get behind him and you just give him a nice wedgie, a real big one, and then you tickle him a little bit.
Yeah, because chances are you have no idea what the situation is. But I mean, if it's a guy and a gal, you try to intervene, de-escalate in any way you can to keep everybody safe.
Yeah, no situation merits beating a dog or a woman profusely. To me, I'd get the facts afterwards.
Yeah, I think all of us would.
I would go to my trunk, get out my camera stand, set up my phone,
get lights, get the lights, the microphone,
yell World Star.
Wait, can you guys stop for a second? Stop for a second. Okay, do that again. All right, perfect.
Yell World Star so everybody knows where this is going.
Sir, why didn't you intervene? Sir, Channel 4 News, why didn't you intervene in this fight? I did. I yelled World Star.
That's my voice screaming World Star.
I yelled it very loud and clear. I even said it twice.
Clear as day.
I don't think I've ever been in this situation in person. I pulled a couple people out of cars right after accidents, but the closest thing is I did see a guy punching a woman in a vehicle, and I called the cops, and I tried to follow him, but this dude was flying. And all you can do is just call the cops, tell them exactly what direction they're going, and hey, man, this is what I saw.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, the next one is, I have an extreme fear of driving on interstates for long periods of time at higher speeds. We had a family trip planned to Disney World last week, and I was in complete anxiety about the drive. The only thing that got me through was listening to your guys' show online as I drove. Your familiar voices and topics of conversation made me feel at ease as I made the journey as if I were driving to work in the morning. I used to be an intern at the point you...
Oh,
no. They almost made it. That's a bummer. I thought they were going to make it.
This is a great compliment. This is a beautiful compliment.
That was during the beacon.
Yeah, they went off a bridge.
They were yelling beacon right as they crashed the car.
Thanks. This says, thanks, you guys are doing great, Rick.
Thanks,
thank
Rick.
you, Rick.
Yeah, Rick.
I found out recently that somebody I know will not drive on the highways.
Oh, my best friend growing up, his mom wouldn't drive at night or on the highways. I was like, well, she's stuck in her neighborhood island.
Yeah, this woman is stuck just driving the back roads.
My mom's like that a little bit.
I had that a couple years ago. My anxiety was debilitating on the highway. I was so afraid of getting stuck in a traffic jam. I would go out of my way to get places the long route on the side roads. And
you had traffic anxiety?
I did. And
what was the fear?
The fear was just getting stuck on the highway. And so I didn't want to be in a jam. I wanted to be, it's a control thing. I wanted to be able to get out of my car and I would have abandoned my car and just started running.
Like the Everybody Hurts video from REM?
Yes. Everybody hurts. But I will say, because we've had a couple of listeners reach out about that same type of thing. Yeah. And it took some therapy and some things, but I'm better. I'm all good. I've been in traffic jams in the last year.
Now you
Things
love
are
traffic
cool.
jams.
I love it. I'm jamming. Yeah.
Dude, the most wild thing about my friend's mom that had that fear, because I understand the fear, is that it was like, okay, so she's road averse. She doesn't want to be on the road, but she was obsessive about her car. Washed her car every Saturday, maybe more, but it was like a what do you call it? Like a religious, not a religious thing, but it was like
an OCD kind of thing.
Almost like just obsessive about her car. She probably still has a Chevy Lumina that's in the most pristine condition you've ever seen.
See why she's obsessed.
But wouldn't drive at night or on the highway.
But damn, that car looked good during the day.
Oh, man. It was the most beautiful Lumina to this day.
Did she have any visual impairment or something? Maybe she was a little...
Yeah, that I don't know. I was at high.
I wonder if she kind of hid that from you all.
This was this is a mother from one of the kids that my son plays hockey with. Like, she's not, an old woman or anything. She just doesn't drive on the highway.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe
we had a game out. We had a game out west, and the only way to get there was the highway, and the kid had to get a ride.
Wow, that's extreme.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
you can get through it though. You got
get through it. Yeah, of course.
Go to therapy. You'll be all right.
All right, thank you for your emails.
You're welcome.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Got a couple news stories for you next. It is 9/11. It is Wednesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more, and the NASCAR Cup Series June 1st and 2nd. Tickets are available now at www.raceway.com. Delays 270 eastbound 44, in between 44 and Doherty Ferry. Average speed about 30 miles an hour. Looks like there's also a lane blocked due to a stalled vehicle 64 westbound at Chesterfield Parkway. Your point forecast, mostly sunny skies, high of 70. Right now it's 54 at the Point Studio.
Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling, preferred partner of Ameren, Illinois, to make your home comfortable and affordable.
You hear about this new Sprite beverage? Oh, Sprite's got something new. It's called the Chill.
Okay.
The chill.
Sprite Chill.
What makes it so chill?
It's, well, first of all, it's a cherry lime soda that gets colder with every sip.
Whoa.
Huh?
I like it.
Okay.
Sure, it's all safe, right?
It gets cold. Well, I'm glad you brought that up, Scott, because the Coca-Cola company says it uses a proprietary blend of cooling agents to deliver a uniquely elevated sensory experience. Yeah, it says nothing about safety.
Oh,
so I'm sure it's fine.
Yeah. No, don't
sure
ask
it's
questions.
fine.
Just drink it.
I'm sure it's fine.
Drinking Freon.
It's fine.
Yeah, dude.
Love a cherry
Have
lime.
you tried 7-Up Freon? It's good.
The soda is going to be also available in a zero sugar version, which is nice.
Oh,
good. So
Wouldn't want to put anything bad in our
even
body.
less healthy.
Like sugar.
Look for it on store shelves now. Has anybody tried this yet? Sprite Chill?
I might skip it.
If anybody has this stuff, let me know. Let me know if it's good. Let me know if you live.
yo, cool packaging.
Yeah, it looks cool.
I don't know why.
It's chill, dude.
Sprite Chill.
That's pretty attractive.
It's very 90s-ish.
Super chill flavor for the summer. You tell me if this is an overreaction. Okay. A guy at a McDonald's in Zephyrillas, Florida, choked, punched, and pistol whipped and shot the pinky off another guy.
From Zephyrillas?
Zephyrillas, all because he didn't get sauce with his order. I get it, guys.
What kind of sauce? Barbecue?
I'm assuming it's probably barbecue.
Yeah.
Or sweet and sour with his nuggets.
You
Which
come
would be
on,
delicious.
You come on down here, Zephyrillas ain't got no barbecue
Hey,
sauce.
you better put it in the bag.
You get
That's
your
all I'm
ass
talking
kicked,
about.
that's
So 48-year-old Wesley Bullock was so pissed off he did not get any sauce. He walked up to the drive-thru window at the McDonald's, started screaming at an employee. Another guy intervened, trying to calm Wesley down. Now, hold up there, Wesley.
Hey, Wesley.
Hey there, partner.
That's when Wesley really got pissed. He grabbed him by the throat, slugged him. McDonald's staffers able to break up the two, but Wesley was not done. Followed the guy to a nearby Speedway gas station where he cut off his car, got out, pointed a handgun at the guy, only to have the weapon misfire. Still not done.
Gosh.
Wesley pistol whipped the other guy, recocked the gun, got one shot off, round hit the other guy's pinky, shot his pinky straight off.
We're talking about, this is attempted murder. He's gone for
Even
decades,
sans
right?
pinky, the guy was able to get Wesley's gun away, throw it in his car, call the cops. He's been charged with aggravated battery and burglary.
Now,
That's
the,
attempted
But
murder.
they didn't have the sauce.
you know what? I mean, I always check the bag because I'm my Filet-O-Fish with the fry and the high C and I get the barbecue sauce on the side so I can
Get a
get my
high
fries.
C?
Yeah. Orange juice is the best. The lava burst.
I love it.
No, but I always check the bag before I pull away. And sometimes, hey, that sauce isn't in there.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
Boom.
You'll go back
I
for
don't have
sauce?
my gun on me, though. I'm not pistol whipping a guy, but I will knock.
This guy seems like an immediate shirt grabber. You know, like if anything goes wrong, he's in line for communion at church or something. Somebody steps on his toe and grabs the right here like, you mean to tell me?
Ain't nobody can kick Wesley around anymore.
Right.
No way.
What underrated character is Pinky in, is it Next Friday? Where the guy's like, make me say it again.
Oh, yeah.
Pinky, goddammit. And then he's like, every time they try to talk, he's like, "Gah!" I feel like that guy, that's the energy this guy brought into a McDonald's.
Shot the guy's
And then he
pinky
shot
off.
the pinky off. Was this Pinky from Next
It may
Friday?
have been.
Is Wesley Pinky?
It may have been. This story by Captain Obvious. Most Americans think tipping is out of control.
Mm-hmm.
A new Wallet Hub survey found 3 out of 4 Americans said tipping has gotten out of hand. While tipping is customary for sit-down meals, digital technology has added the pressure to tip for takeout and other non-restaurant services. Half of the people surveyed said they tip because of social pressure, while a quarter of the respondents say they tip less when a screen prompt to give them extra comes up. Now, with that being said, it all does add up. New research claims the average American spends an estimated $454 a year tipping more than they'd like to.
I'd like to
$454
borrow
a year.
the slogan from a different program from yesteryear, and that's just say no.
I guess you got to start saying no. And
Just say
26% of people say they're often or always put on the spot and guilted into tipping more than they want. Now, this is not your conventional 15 to 20% in a restaurant tip. This is the optional tipping now. Optional tipping. The stuff that's showing up on credit card screens for digital payment apps, or when the suggested tips are higher than the usual percentages. That breaks down to $37.80 extra per month, or about $1.26 a day.
Damn.
How much do you tip your barber or your
20%.
hairstylist? 20. See, I got my pedicure done yesterday, and I did 25. You know, he did a great job. It's like 25. And I think that's kind of the
Yeah,
going
I'll sometimes do 25.
Yeah.
I like my guy.
I like, food, I do 20. But for some reason, if he's putting your hands on you, I don't know. I feel like I got to go over 20.
I'm lucky because my tip, I just give him an 8x10 that's signed.
Yeah.
She loves it.
It's an investment.
It's very cool.
Hang on to this.
Yeah. That'll be worth something one day.
Oh, great. Another headshot.
Hang on to this. This is going to be worth something one day.
I got pissed the other day because my Uber driver dropped me off at the airport. I don't know why it rubbed me the wrong way, but I got my bags out.
Did he not stop the car? Because I get it.
He did stop the car, but he told me, don't forget to tip. And I'm like, hey, man. A little too on the nose for me.
Oh, he said, don't forget to tip?
To me. Yeah, he opened up the hatch and I grabbed my own bags. It wasn't like he was doing bellhop service. And I don't care. I'm going to tip. There's something about him being like, all right, have a good day. And, hey, don't forget to tip. And I'm just
Maybe
like,
was
he wanting cash?
Did you?
Yeah, he was an older guy.
Maybe it was his first.
Well, because, has that ever happened to you when you open up Uber and, the person that drove you, the night before, it'll immediately pop up, and then you leave them a tip?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From,
the app
but it may have been a day.
Yeah, that's how.
I'm like, man, I bet that person's been just cursing your name for 24 hours. Because then it'll be like, Dante says thank you. Because sometimes you get out and you're going somewhere, you're at the airport, and you forget to rate and tip. But then as soon as you open the Uber app, it'll pop up.
Well, I was all upset with Uber because I don't have a 5-star rating as a passenger.
Yeah, me too.
I go, what did I do? What have I done to whatever car I was in? I don't take a lot of Ubers.
One person.
What did I do to this person to have them not give me 5 stars?
Maybe you didn't talk to them.
Or did you talk too much? Tell him
No.
less gas.
I
Hit the brakes now.
canceled one ride in LA because the guy was circling the wrong place and never came over. So I called Uber and they're like, it's most likely an error or a scam. It's somebody that's not accepting the actual ride. Just cancel it. And when I cancel it, this guy rated me a 0 and it killed my 5.
Screwed you up, huh?
I'm like, dude, I've been standing here for 20 minutes and I'm watching you on the map. You're in the wrong place. You're not coming here clearly. They told me to cancel and it's still screwed.
Well, I took it
It hurts my
personally.
feeling.
Do you think our photos on our Uber accounts matter? Do you put a really good photo of yourself on
I don't
there?
even have one.
I don't think I have a photo on there.
Oh, really?
I thought you have to have one.
I don't think
Nah,
so.
you don't. I don't have one.
I'm updating mine right now
I
because
have
mine's
Rafe's
old.
picture.
You do?
I have Lern's picture.
We got to take a
I
break.
get picked up right away.
Real quick, we went long with a couple segments this morning. A real quick sports report after the break. There's really not much to say. 9:31, Wednesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Worldwide Technology Raceway, the Confluence Music Festival with Ludacris, Riley Green, and more in the NASCAR Cup Series, June 1st and June 2nd. Tickets available now at WWTRaceway.com. Right lane blocked due to an incident, 270 northbound just after Olive. Your point forecast, mostly sunny skies, high of 70. Right now is 54 at the Point Studio.
All in
All right, we got time for one final thing. All right, Moon, what do we got?
Sports presented by DraftKings at Casino Queen. Play, stay, dine at DraftKings at Casino Queen. I'm going to start with good news. And the good news is, Caitlin Clark appears to be setting another record. The most prolific scorer in in NCAA Division I history and the number one pick in the WNBA draft, will continue her association with Nike by signing a $28 million contract that spans 8 years and includes a signature shoe. I'll put a whole bunch of details up on the blog about it, but what's interesting is it looks like Under Armour and Adidas were both in contract discussions. Now, remember, I said Nike gave her $28 million. Puma was also showing some interest. It's rumored that Under Armour offered $6 million over 4 years, and Adidas Under Armour offered $16 million over 4 years.
It's going to be interesting.
And Adidas offered $6 million over 4 years. So Nike came in and won.
You think of guys buying like Jordans and, what are they, the big sneakers?
There's plenty
LeBron.
of chicks buying Jordans.
Yeah, it's very
famous chicks.
I'm wondering, it's a female. Is she putting out? Is it going to be men's shoes or just strictly female? A female line?
I think they're basketball shoes.
Yeah, but
And
they're for both.
That's a basketball shoe. You know what I'm saying? I see Jordans on males and females probably evenly right now.
I wonder if she'll leave them in girl sizes, though, and the dudes will have to order them, kind of like how we have to order them in boy sizes, the Jordans.
Will guys wear Clarks?
That'd be cool.
I don't know.
Show me a good shoe. I don't care who's.
I'm
whose
curious to
name's
see
on
if
it.
guys will wear Caitlin Clark shoes, or is this just going to be a strictly women's line?
In other news, Matt Ryan has officially retired from the NFL. 15 seasons with the league, 4 Pro Bowls under his belt, and was named MVP in 2016. In other news, 14-1. That's pretty much it. 14-1. The Diamondbacks beat the Cardinals last night. 14-1. It's
close.
Jordan Walker was 0 for 3 and is batting in the 100s with 0 home runs this year and only 9 hits so far. Little day baseball today, though.
Day baseball
Day ball.
today.
Day ball.
Yeah.
12-15 start. Bush against the Diamondbacks, who yet again, once again, beat us 14-1 last night. What a bummer. I'm Moon, and that's your sports, because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Today's wrap-up sponsored by
Jack in the Box. Jack Wraps. A little bit of healthy, a little bit of indulgence, only at Jack.
All right, today's podcast is titled
That's How He Says I Hate You.
All
right.
Okay. Did a lot of stuff today, guys.
Lot of
Make
stuff.
sure you tune in to the podcast. Download it. If you missed anything, you're not going to want to miss it. Tomorrow, Craig's Freak of the Week. 3 brand new ads for you. And tomorrow we'll do our kind of end-of-season wrap-up with Chris Kerber, Blues Hockey. And what else? Moon, what do you got?
May 4th at Spring Fling in Redbud, Illinois. Teenage Dirtbags and Alabama Dirtbags are going to be showing up with some 90s extravaganza party. And then May 11th, 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show for Can You Feel the Punk Tonight? And then this weekend I'll be in Orlando for the big, the Brightside Festival with 311 and Sublime with, what's his name? Jacob Noel. Noel, thank you. So I'm really excited. That's original members and everything. And
the dude's son.
The dude's son.
Cool.
It's going to be exciting.
All right, Lern.
My band is playing this Saturday. We're going to be at the Alley in Washington, Missouri. They're having a big blues festival, so it's going to be a cool day. Our show is from 8 to 11 at the Alley. It's free, so come on out and see us. Follow me at Lern versus Radio.
Rafe.
Follow me at I am Rafe Williams on Instagram and other platforms. And I will be at St. Charles Funny Bone May 31st and June 1st. Tickets are going pretty fast. I was informed yesterday, but go grab you some ticks. And that's my next local show, probably the last one I'm going to do till fall. So I will be in St. Charles at the end of the month next month.
Cool. Scott.
Yeah, I want to make a correction on what I talked about yesterday. Women are invited to come out to Can You Feel the Hunk tonight. So make sure you get your tickets. Follow me at King Scott Rules. It's going to be awesome. Not just dudes only. It's for ladies, too.
Thanks, Scott.
You're welcome.
All right. We leave you with a selection from our Teamers Member of the Day, brought to you by Hot Shots, proud partner of your St. Louis Battlehawks. From Imperial, Missouri, Angela Jolly.
Yeah,
Angela Jolly. Now, she wants to hear Learn